In this video, I'm spending 100 days building the ultimate cozy farm in hardcore Minecraft. My goal is to transform this world into a relaxing farming paradise filled with peaceful crop fields, charming builds, and a thriving countryside. I've also added a few mods including Croptopia, which adds a huge range of new crops and foods for us to discover. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we take farming to new heights. Now this has to be one of the weirdest spawns that I have ever had in a brand new world. This is probably not the best, but it's perfectly fine. I guess we can just start chopping down this tree. Then of course make up a wooden pickaxe and grab 3 pieces of stone. Oh, we've already got a skeleton on us. This is not the best start. Oh, come on, please. Please, no. Oh my days. You know what? That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't need that crafting table. I can make another one. Oh, there's a zombie as well. What? Why? And he's got a shovel. Come on, man. I guess I'm just gonna have to swim to the other side. Man, I literally just started. I'm already dying. Grab up this sugarcane because I know for sure it's gonna become very helpful later. And it helps because the goal of the next 100 days is to collect as many crops as we can to become the ultimate farmer. Now we've got melon, we've got sugarcane. What else can we find? I mean, we got bamboo, but is that really a crop? I don't know. We'll grab it anyway. This isn't a crop, is it? Oh, it is. It's rice. Let's go. Okay, we got rice. And that makes rice seeds. Beautiful. So already right off the bat, we have 4 different crops, or I guess farming products. What about these? Okay, nope, they're just flowers, but I'll still take them anyway, because they are gorgeous flowers, man. All right, enough getting distracted. I need to get my things figured out. Oh, hold on. Pineapples. Oh, we got pineapples already. Let's go. Oh my days. Alrighty, is this safe? Probably not, but we're still going to do it because we're gangsters. Let's go ahead and grab another 3 stone. Now, I'll craft up the stone pickaxe as well as the axe and get rid of that. Alrighty, so I've got a couple mods installed. If you want the mod pack, it will be down in the description below. But we should be able to chop this tree. Yes, we can. Oh my days, that is beautiful. Hold on, we got the forbidden fruit. We got the apples. Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. Look at us go. What is this? An eggplant. Beautiful. All right, that's another crop to add to the list. Right off the bat, just getting everything that we need. Oh my days, these buffalo. Why do they look like that? Why are they so skinny? Their legs are very disproportionate. That's strange. Let me grab one of these. I like the dark oak trees. That's a beautiful log to use, especially for roofs. We got 2 saplings. That is not sufficient. We're going to have to chop another one. And the axe is almost dead already. That is fantastic. But we definitely have enough dark oak saplings to make up I guess 2 trees. So we're going to make up the boat and we're going to go on a little bit of a journey. See if we can find a place which would be nice to settle down. Or even just some other crops or things we can use and steal. Because I don't know about you, but I seriously don't think I want to be living in a dark oak forest. I mean, right off the bat, we were ambushed by a skeleton. But I think this is another crop right here. What is this? This is pineapple. Was that pineapple again? No, onion. We got onion, okay. And we got bluebell and an anemone. Okay, I'm not even going to try that. Anyway, let's get back in the boat and see what else we can find on our journey. I think that's some more onion. I think we've already got this, but I might as well grab some more. Oh, no, that's carrots. Beautiful. Yet another crop that we can just add to our list. Amazing. Look at us go. Our food situation, however, is not looking too good. I'm going to have to eat the melons. This is really all that I have right now. And man, it is already almost nighttime. I wonder if I can find some sheep. Oh, is this tomato? I think this might be tomato. Oh, even better. Strawberries. Beautiful. Oh, why is there a creeper, man? Come on. Oh my, what the heck is that? Oh my, okay, this is not good. This dark oak forest. Oh, what's this? A flower. This dark oak forest is not friendly. Not friendly at all. Is that sheep though? I think it is. Hey, buddy. Meh. Thank you. Why didn't you give me any wool, brother? Alright, I definitely need to make myself a wooden axe. Man, what is this inventory? I've never started a Minecraft world with an inventory like this. This is crazy. Why is this sheep this color? I don't even know if that's a sheep. Strange. Alright. It's really getting close to night and I've got literally nothing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think we may be screwed. Oh, wait a second. We got a pink sheep. That's a good sign. Come here, mate. Come here, champion. Always got friends. Oh, this is the best day of my life. Yes, please. Look at that. Now we can make a bed. Okay, I think we might be okay. We got a bed. we've got everything we kind of need. What is this? It's just a flower. Red heather. Okay, maybe it's not a flower. Oakley dokley. I feel like I should probably be taking out these chickens, because I'd love some Minecraft fried chicken. I'll leave the baby since he doesn't have much meat on his bones. Not yet at least. But we already have an inventory issue, so I mean, I'm not surprised. Alright, let's quickly sleep the night away. And on day 2, we're just going to go ahead and slay some cows, because, I mean, mate, I'll love myself some beef. Thank you very much. Definitely need to be collecting the leather too, so that's a good thing. But what can I drop? Wild ribwort. I think that's just a flower. I'll drop that. That's fine. Okay, I really got to find a place to settle, because right now we're not doing too well. We are not doing too good. My inventory is completely chock-a-block, so I got nothing I can really do about that until I do find a place to settle. So I guess I'm just going to keep walking until I find somewhere that I think I can do something with. I don't really want any hilly terrain. I want a nice flat open space, most likely in a forest, like a normal forest with just oak and birch trees. But I do think this area here is way too hilly. I don't love this. Not really the best place to put a farm, you know what I mean? I guess along the way I can take out the chickens, that's no problem. Looks like we're in a snow biome. Oh, look, a village. Beautiful. Wonder if they've got anything I can take. Fruits of the field, what is that? Apple and cherry trees now grow in plain biomes. Okay, amazing. That's good to know, I guess. What is this? That's like a little tent or something like that. I won't lie though, this terrain is kind of nice. If we weren't building a farm, then I feel like this would be the best place to build something cool. But let's see what's going on up here. Oh my days. They got like fancy chairs and tables and stuff. Alrighty, I don't know what this is, but looks like everyone's having a good old time. Can I break this? Oh, I can. Can I place them down though? That's the question. Oh, I can. Oh, I'll definitely be back here. Don't you worry about that. Oh my days. Alright, but let's continue. And oh man, I really want to find some kind of forest. But what have we got here? Custom crops. We got tomato seeds. Is that an onion? Looks like there's two different types of onions. Okay, it makes the same onion seed anyway. That's alright. Okay, you know what? I should probably come back here when I have a little bit more space in my inventory. Oh, look, we got like an orange tree. Beautiful. Man, I forgot about that. Alright, I'm gonna have to eat the raw meat. I know it might be a little bit illegal, but we don't really have much of a choice. Take out these cows while I'm here, and then we'll continue looking for the perfect place to set up a camp. Oh my goodness, I almost fell off the side of that cliff there. Alright, we got a snow biome starting. That's kind of like the last place I would want to set up a farm. So let's, I guess, turn this way instead. Gonna have to get off the boat. Man, I just want like a nice flat area like this. This is like a beautiful forest here. This might work. Oh, dude, look at this massive lake. Oh, man. If only it was like a little bit more flat around the edges, this would be perfect. And what is this? Beetroot? I'm good on beetroot. We can skip the beetroot this time. Okay, this is looking decently flat. Like, the trees are roughly the same height for as far as I can kind of see. I think I saw a little bit of water over here, so this might be the perfect place to set up. Let's have a look. See, look how flat this is. This is perfect, man. Oh my days. Look at this. Oh man. This is like the perfect place to set up. So I guess let's go ahead and set up a quick double chest. Just like that. And we can finally dump a bunch of this stuff that we really don't need in our inventory right now. Beautiful. That's so much better. Set up the bed. And I need to quickly grab some stone so I can create a furnace. I'll just dig a little hole in the ground here. Can always just cover it back in. Alright, I got enough stone to create a furnace and also a stone axe. I guess considering how much wood we have, I can just now go ahead and smelt up the raw beef. So we have some kind of food going on. And I guess while I'm waiting, let's chop down some trees just to clear up a little bit of space. The goal for the first 10 days is to have full iron armor and iron tools, as well as a house that we can actually be proud of. So we're already going to be moving on to day 3 very soon, so we definitely need to get a little bit of a wriggle on. Now if I harvest these nectarines, I can eat these, right? Okay, they don't really give much. I was going to say this could be like a nice early bit of like early game food, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, we got some pears as well. Beautiful, man. We're getting so many different crops. This is great. But we have some absolutely delicious steak, and we're already on day 3. So I think it's time to head into this massive cave here that I just found, and grab some iron. Oh, and coal. Beautiful. I gotta be careful because I really don't have anything to defend myself right now. I can see some zinc there. Now, hopefully we can get some nice, easy iron, but it just looks like it's just copper. It's a little bit sad. I won't lie to you, I'm a little bit nervous to head down into this cave because I really don't want to be dying. I just spent 2-3 days just traveling to this place, so starting again feels like a little bit of a waste of time. And there's really no iron in this cave at all. Now, usually the best place to find iron is in mountains, but there's no mountains nearby. But we do have a nice little spruce forest right next to our main forest there, so that's good. What is this? This is hops. Hops seeds. I don't know what that means, but we'll take them, alright? I'm happy with that. But having spruce, dark oak, and birch is such an awesome combination. They're my 3 favorite logs. The dark oak, spruce, and oak. Birch is okay, I don't mind birch, but those 3 are definitely the best. We have these funny looking sheep again. Interesting. Oh, what is this? This looks interesting. Blueberry seeds. Let's go. Once again, a brand new crop unlocked. Hey, we got these skinny leg guys again. And they need to go to the gym. Skipping leg day too much, man. Not good at all. I would never skip leg day. That was definitely not a lie. Oh, we got tomatoes. Let's go. I love tomatoes. Do we already have tomatoes? No, we didn't. Beautiful. Now we got tomatoes. Okay, I need to find a new cave. Or alternatively, just dig down. What is this? It's a barrel. What? Why is there a barrel in the lake here? It doesn't open or anything. That's so weird. What the heck? Is it like a broken barrel? Is that like pieces of it or something? I have no idea what's going on here. We got some more blueberries. And I really need to find a cave. Is this a cave over here maybe? Okay, there's quite a few holes in the ground here. I'm trying to see if I can see any iron. Because if I can get a shield, then I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic about venturing down into the caves. Oh, of course, there's a creeper. Come on, man. Why wouldn't there be? You know, that's just how it is. Okay, this looks like a big cave. We got some... Can I even mine zinc with stone? I don't know if I can. Nope. Okay, this is a big cave with scary monsters. All right, fantastic. You know what? I got to stop being a chicken. I got to go for it, mate. I can't be just... wasting time doing nothing. I see iron right there. I just gotta be careful. As long as I'm careful, I should be fine. And it's 1 iron. Oh, no, it's 2. Beautiful. That's it. Oh my days, look at that. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm talking about. Day 3. Bit of a slow start, but, we're getting there. Okay, this cave goes very deep. There's more iron up there. There's more iron there. Okay, I think we're fixing it up. I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic. That is a for sure. Oh, even more iron. Okay, skeleton. No way. Not happening, mate. I'll take my 9 raw iron and I'm going to get out of this cave real quick. But I am going to remember where it is so we can come back. Man, this lake is so nice. I'm so excited to build farms. There's nothing better in Minecraft than just building farms. Oh, hold on. What's this? Soybeans. Delicious. Oh my days. Ladies and gentlemen, soybeans are delicious, alright? I've never tried them, but I'm sure they're delicious. Alright, let's go ahead and smelt up this raw iron. First priority, of course, is going to be making a shield, just like that. Now we're a little bit more protected, and then I need to make myself an iron pickaxe. Alright, you know what? I think we're ready to venture down into that deep cave, see if we can find some diamonds. If we can, that's going to be an amazing achievement right there. So I guess let's go ahead and do it. Alrighty, so we are back in the caves. My goal is to spend no more than 2 days in these mines. And I'm really just going to be targeting mainly some iron. Obviously, grabbing a couple bits of coal is going to be very beneficial. But of course, the main thing I am searching for is diamonds. Oh my days. Not a baby zombie. Come on, man. Get out of here, mate. Oh, and there's a spider. Come on, brother. If I don't end up finding any diamond, I guess it's not the biggest issue. But I also need this. I need some zinc because there is something that this makes which is going to be very beneficial, especially when we are building. I think that's an abandoned mineshaft down there. Definitely something I love to see. A little bit more zinc is always going to be very nice to see as well. I really need a ton of this stuff. And we got some company. Easy peasy, mate. Wait, what is this? Is that a skeleton again? Yes, it is. Oh my days. Come on, mate. Just get it over and done with, champion. Get out of here. Oh, yeah, what is this? Ochrum. Okay, fantastic. I don't think I need that. These abandoned mineshafts can be very dangerous. So I definitely want to try and take it easy. I don't want to be rushing through here just in case I walk into a creeper. That would be very, very uncomfortable. And I don't think we're really going to survive that with no armor. Do I even really need all this coal? We got over half a stack now, so I feel like that should be fine. I would really love to just get lucky with some diamond. I would also like to collect some granite. I think I can use this for the roof of our first building. Granite's always a nice, easy thing to use. So I think using the rest of this stone pickaxe to grab as much of this as I can while I'm down here is going to be very good. Like I said, I want to have our very first building done before day 10. So grabbing this stuff is definitely a very important thing we need to get done right away. And now we have a stack and 36 granite. The stone pickaxe is broken, but we still have half an iron pickaxe. I made sure to bring some spruce logs just in case I need to smelt up some iron. It'll be very easy for me to craft up a furnace and get that done down here. And we already have 34 raw iron, so we certainly have enough to craft our very first set of iron armor, which would definitely give us a lot more protection. But I want to see if I can try and find some diamonds. Looks like we're finally at the deep slate level, so we might get lucky. But I don't think I'm going to have a choice because my stone axe is pretty much broken. So I'm going to make the executive decision to be safe and not mess this up. I'm going to dig a nice little hole into the wall here, craft an extra crafting table and a furnace, and start smelting up some raw iron so I can craft up a little bit of armor as well as potentially an iron axe, because this one is not going to do us for long. I should also make an extra iron pickaxe because I really think this isn't going to last very long. But fortunately, with 36 iron ingots, I can very easily create an extra pick as well as an improved axe, and I might as well make some chest plate armor just to give us a little bit of extra protection, which may come in handy. So now I think I'm ready to head back into the mines. Now this is definitely where it's going to get a little bit trickier. We have to be extra careful not to die, but fortunately that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Now there is an absolute ton of mobs down here, so I got to be careful, especially when we're getting poisoned. It's not really the best, but I'm going to continue to get some more iron just in case we ever need it, because as long as we have enough iron, technically I don't really need to worry about getting diamond because iron is fast enough. However, this zinc is definitely something I want to try and get more of because I definitely need a lot of it. I want to make sure that I get at the very least a stack of zinc, so that I know I should be good at least for the first half of the 100 days. But there is quite a lot of it around here, so we shouldn't have too much troubles getting that. I will of course grab this lapis just in case I want to do a little bit of enchanting. We only got 4, if I can find a little bit more that would be best, but I'm not too worried. Oh, look at that. We did find a little bit more. This should be more than enough. Now we're getting pretty deep into these caves, so we got to keep our eyes peeled just in case we do run across some diamonds. It would be absolutely fantastic if we could, because I really don't want to be down here longer than I have to be, especially with all these creepers running around. Man, there are literally creepers everywhere. Oh my days. Alright, we are very close to reaching the 64 zinc. This should get us very close to at least 60. Oh my days, this was such a big vein. So exactly 60 now, beautiful. So really, if I just find any more, then we're going to be pretty sweet. I am very sad that we still haven't found a single diamond yet. And considering how far we've walked through the caves, it's a little bit concerning. I guess we just need to go deeper. And we're at a dead end with just lava. That's not exactly what I want to be seeing right now. The more I walk through these caves, the more I think that finding diamonds is just going to be a dream for us. And considering we are already on day 5, I really don't have much time left to build the very first building that we need to have done before day 10. So honestly, I think for now, this is going to have to do us for at least the present time. I'm going to make my way out of the cave, grabbing a little bit more iron just to make sure that we don't have to worry. But I guess I will see you guys once we make it back to the base. And we are finally back home, but we are already at the end of day 5. So it's really time for us to get absolutely cracking on making the base so that we can achieve our very first goal of having an actual house built before day 10. So let's get right to work. Kicking things off by causing a little deforestation to clear the way and get a better idea for what the land looked like underneath. I then erected some pillars to get a general shape and idea for the house. I wanted to give the front door a big open face to grab attention. Next, I used some dark oak trims to plan the edges of the roof and get an idea for what it would look like when it was done. I wasted no time and got straight to filling in the roof using a mixture of cut granite and polished cut granite. Once that was done, I made my way under the surface to grab some andesite, which I then used to fill out the walls, using a line of stone bricks and then a mixture of cut andesite and polished cut andesite. Finally, believe it or not, I actually spent some time on the interior of the build, making it feel much more cozy. Now, as far as starter houses go, this is definitely my favorite one that I've ever made. I actually made an interior for this one, and if you've watched one of my videos before, you know that that's not normal. It's nothing too crazy right now. We have a little bedroom here, we have a nice little workstation area, and then we have the storage section right over here, which I can still fill completely to the brim with chests. Now, there's one more thing that I want to do. Before I do that though, have a look at that. We are almost on day 10. We're coming just to the end of day 9 right now. But I need to quickly grab a little bit more stone because I completely ran out of stone bricks building the house that we just finished. And I do need a little bit more just to finish the final little design feature that I want to add in. So let's go ahead and smelt up that 21 cobblestone. We've got another 4 in here as well. And we have a whole stack of zinc. So I can throw this in here and I can create some copycat layers. I'm gonna make up 2 stacks for now, and I do need to grab a couple more oak logs, so let's just chop down a couple of these trees here, nice and easy. These trees do need to go anyway, since there's a project I want to work on between day 10 and 20, which these trees will need to go for. 42 should be enough for now. Now I'm gonna go to the bottoms of here, add 3 of these copycat layers in, and then a log, so we've got like a little sticky outy bit at the bottom. Obviously this is way better than just sticking like a full log there, because that's way too much. But this is why I really wanted to grab a bunch of zinc, because you can add some insane details to your build using these copycat layers. The detail that you can go to is absolutely insane, which is the reason why I wanted to get myself some more of these stone bricks so I could have them come out just one. So it's like an 1/8 of a block, but it gives just a very tiny bit of depth. It's nothing crazy at all. It's certainly very, very minor, but I think it just is going to help give, you know, that little bit of extra detail that helps make a build not only just good, but great. And I guess it's time to sleep in our bedroom for the very first time. Oh man, what a good view. I love this. But overall, I'm very happy with this build, and we just got it done in time. We're now on day 10. So it's time to tell you exactly what the project is for the next 10 days, or at least what the goal is. So we're building a farm, right? But we just have a house. So it's time to start building the farms. Now, usually with my farms, I try and build them like really weird shapes, but today I want to make them perfect. I want to make them very symmetrical and kind of even. But in order to do that, I need to grab a block, which we walked past on the way here. I also need to get myself another pickaxe. Thankfully, we do have plenty of iron to go around and 25 raw iron that I can still smelt. So we'll grab a pickaxe, and I do need to grab some food. I guess I'm going to have to smelt up this raw mutton. Do we have chicken? I'm pretty sure I got chicken, right? Ah, yes, beautiful. We got 6. So I can just smelt this up as well. Don't worry, very soon we're going to have plenty of options for food because we're finally going to be building a farm. Alright, this should be enough food to get us exactly to where we need to go and back. I have no idea how long it's going to take me, so I'm going to bring my bed just in case so we don't run into any problems. And I guess let's just go on our adventure. I do not remember how many blocks away it is, but I know it's going to be a very decent walk. Probably halfway back to the spawn point. And we are pretty far away. We're about 2,000 blocks away from the spawn point. Along the way, I'm going to make sure to grab any crops that I can find. And it looks like we just got oats and corn. Is this beetroot? Yeah, that's beetroot. You know what? I'll collect it, but I'm not going to use it. Wait, do we even get beetroot seeds? No, we don't. Oh my goodness, I can't even use it anyway. Oh well. Ooh, hang on. Is that pumpkin over there? I think it might be. Definitely going to be grabbing some of that. Thank you very much. And this, I'm pretty sure, is the village we ran past quite a long time ago. I wonder if we missed anything. I remember there being a crop farm here. Except we just didn't harvest anything because we had a very full inventory. So let's see if there's any crops that we might have missed. Okay, we got beetroot seeds. I guess that's good. And we got potato. Beautiful. All right, so we got a couple new crops again. I think we now have every vanilla crop, which is good. Very good to see. But that's not going to stop me from going through and trying to see if I can collect anything else. But it doesn't seem like it. But if you remember this little thing that we found earlier, I'm definitely going to be stealing these little things here. Can I steal this? Oh, I can. Look at that. That is awesome. Big barrel. Gonna be stealing all this little furniture here. I think it's gonna be really nice to decorate the farm. So it's only fair that I take it all. And I gotta make sure I leave some space for the block that we're going on an adventure to collect. But how could I pass up on all of this decoration? Alright, I'm definitely gonna take this lantern and then let's get out of here. It's kind of everything that I really need, so no point in trying to just fill my inventory with more pointless stuff. I'm really hoping to come across this block a little bit quicker than I am right now. Seems to be a lot further away than I remembered it being. I wonder what tree this is. It looks kind of nice. A larch log. Okay, I might actually use that. That's such a nice looking log. And like leaves, I really like that. Beautiful tree. I'm definitely going to be trying to surround the farm area with those trees. Oh, there's the block over there. Thank goodness. I thought for a second there that I was completely lost and didn't know where to find it again. Ah, here it is here. Beautiful. It is chalk. Now, what we're collecting is white chalk, but we can turn this into black chalk, which I think is going to look really nice for the paths around the farm. There goes our first iron pickaxe already. I'm going to try and collect maybe 4 stacks because that's kind of all the inventory space I have. Maybe I'll collect a little bit extra. I'm sure I can drop the oak sapling. There's probably another couple things in my inventory I don't need. But I'm going to collect as much of this as I can and then head straight back to the base. So I guess I'll see you guys when I'm right back at the base. And we're back with 4.5 stacks, but my pickaxe died, so I really couldn't get any more. But we are at the end of day 11, so I'm hoping to find some little squid. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. There's plenty of squid in this little lake here, so I can just come through, try and take out as many as I can. I'm pretty sure 1 black dye will do 8 of the chalk. So technically I should only need 4 per stack, which means if I get about 20, I should have more than enough. We already have 11, so that's a very good start. Oh, but we got some drowned. Alright, you know what? Don't really want to fight this guy. I don't know what he's holding. It's not a flower, alright? He's not coming to give me anything positive. So I'm going to quickly go have a quick nap. Man, look how nice this house is. It's small. It's very small, but it's nice. It's cozy. I really like it. Especially since there's an actual interior in here. That's something I rarely ever do. So it's good to see. But I guess let's try and get a couple more squid. We've got 13. I am aiming to get 20. Okay, he's still alive anyway. I'm gonna have to fight him. I don't think I have much of a choice. I don't know what it is he's holding, but I don't really want to find out. Can't see any more squid, but there's a skeleton for some reason. Ah, there we go. There's a squid. Other side of the lake. Oh, there's plenty of them too. Thank you. Just need 4 more. And that'll do it. 20 should be more than enough. Dude, this guy's holding that same thing. I don't even know what it is that they're holding. Looks like some kind of weapon. I really don't want to get hit by them. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn this into black dye. And then I'm pretty sure this is exactly how you do it, right? Yes, beautiful. Okay, so my calculations are obviously way off. Yeah, so like I need to double the amount, but we've got at least a decent amount to start. Let me grab my shovel and we'll just literally start laying down a little path here. And as you can see, I know it says black chalk, but it doesn't really look black. It's kind of like a little darker than stone. But of course, that was exactly what I was going for. Now with this chalk, you can also make slabs, which is fantastic. So we can create a little descent here and then just have another path. I reckon we have one run all the way to the lake. Just a nice straight line. Beautiful. Now I do plan to have like a nice little dock area. So that's going to link up to this path here. But man, my inventory situation is definitely not the best right now. So let's quickly dump everything we don't really need. And our inventory is completely full on my days. It's definitely not the best, but I guess for now it'll be alright. Now I would like to reshape this little like water bit here because I don't love how much of a triangle it is. I want to make it a little bit more curved, a little bit more like this, so you can kind of see where I've adjusted that. So a lot nicer. The curve before just seemed a little bit too harsh, a little bit too flat. So I hope this kind of fixes that up a little bit. Now what is this? Salt. Okay. That's interesting. Just have to obviously change all the sand and gravel to dirt so that it turns to grass because we don't want those random weird things there. I think that's a bit strange. But just like that, we have it all turned into grass. And our little farming area is definitely starting to take some shape. Now that I think of it, I think I should turn all of this into slabs just so that I have more of it. I feel like that just makes sense. So let me quickly grab my pickaxe, or I guess make a brand new pickaxe. Once again, iron. And I'm going to break all of the chalk I literally just placed down. And instead of having them full blocks, I'm just going to turn them into slabs. It's just going to save on how many resources I'm required to make, I guess. Definitely going to make it a little bit easier to manage. Except for the ones that are directly adjacent to the water. We'll keep those as full blocks. Beautiful. And then we should create another one going this way. So we have a nice little line. This is going to create a nice section or divide where we can go ahead and start working on making some farms. Now, if you've seen me build before, this is very different to what I normally do. But that's kind of the point. I want to try and build differently. I want to expand my skill set. And usually everything that I create is very chaotic and random. So trying to create things which are not so random, I think is going to be a little bit more fun, since it's completely different to anything I usually do. It's also going to give us a very professional and neat looking farm, which is my ultimate goal. Now let's go ahead and do a little bit of terraforming here and expand this road a little bit further up this way. I guess until our shovel breaks, I will have to go ahead and make another one straight away. And there we go. So let's make another one. And every single time I come in here, it's a little bit strange. I'm really not used to having like an interior. It feels so roomy and nice. Kind of just makes me happy. It's a good feeling to come into an actual home with an actual interior. But of course, let's go ahead and dig out an area where we can expand this road here and just fill it in with these slabs of chalk. Alright, that's definitely coming together. Now I do need to make a bucket and I'm going to need to make a hoe. And my days, we are chewing through this iron extremely quickly. So I need to probably try and start smelting up that other iron that we've got. But it is nighttime, let's quickly sleep so that we can start making the very first farm on day 13. So we seem to be tracking good for this one. Now, of course, what I want to do here, once again, is very different to what I normally do. Usually I try and make the farms like just completely random and huge and chaotic. But today we're going to make squares. Now, I was thinking back to when I was younger. I used to play this game called Family Farm Seaside on my phone. It was a farming game because, you know, I love farming. And you built a farm pretty much. And you had these blocks of land, which was just a square. And you would fill it in with a crop. And, you know, you'd harvest it and replant it and make money. And that was the game. But this is kind of what one of those plows of land look like. Now, of course, it's a lot easier to harvest those ones. But I thought it would be really cool to try and mimic that in this little world here. So, guess for the first one, we're going to plant corn. Then we're going to leave a 1 block gap. Guess we got to chop down this tree real quick. Get out of here, tree. And then we're going to go ahead and create another plot just like this. Also, leave a comment down below if you ever played Family Farm Seaside. That's such an OG game. I used to love that thing. I think it also was called Country Life at one stage. Man, that game brings back so many memories. But something like this. I think that's so nice. What days. Now, what are we going to put in that one? I think we do maybe... let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. We haven't got much. We have a lot of like... We have many different things, but not many of each. We've got like 2 of each seed. So I guess for now, what I want to do, I want to try and create like lines of this stuff. So maybe... I don't have really much of a choice now. So we're just going to place down those for now. But I think having this one filled with 2 different kinds of crop can give a nice little look there. But pretty much I want to create 3 by 3 of these to have a nice large courtyard of crops. Of course, that's not going to be the only crops that we make. We're going to make even more farms. But at least to get us started, I think that's going to be a very nice substantial plot of land, which I'm hoping is going to look really cool. Now, of course, we are on day 13, but I think we can get that done before we get to day 20. And if we can, then I feel like that's going to be a massive success. So let's go ahead and get that started right now. And on day 19, I think we can confidently say that we have at least a very nice little farm started. Now, it might not be fully filled in. I'm still slowly harvesting these crops and adding to the fields, and very soon it'll all be filled in. But we still haven't got anywhere near all of the crops available in this mod pack, so I am going to be trying to get them all. However, there is a lot, and they're not going to fit in my inventory, so I need to get a backpack. Now, crafting a very small or basic backpack is fairly easy, and I'm pretty sure we even have everything ready to go. Do I have string? That's the question. I have 3. Oh no, I'm missing 1. Okay, that sucks a little bit, but that should be an easy fix. Let me just go ahead and craft up the chest so it's ready to go, and the crafting table that I'm gonna need to take down with me, because I'm gonna need to go underground anyway, because as you can see, there is an iron backpack which requires a regular backpack and 8 iron, then a gold backpack which requires 8 gold and an iron backpack, then there's a diamond backpack which requires 8 diamonds and a gold backpack. So yes, I am gonna need to go underground once again. Oh my goodness. I need to anyway, because I literally have used most of my iron. I only have 18 left, and as you can see, all of my tools are pretty much done for. So I'm gonna craft up 2 whole new iron pickaxes, and we're literally just gonna head underground. I am going to dedicate the next 10 days to mining and see exactly what we can get. That is a lot of time, so hopefully we can get something. It's time to head out into the cave system just to make it an easy way to get down. Why are these sparkling? That's kind of cool. Oh, is it because it's raining? It's raining right now. My shader pack kind of makes it so you can't really see the rain because I hate the rain. But I guess it's making the crops grow a little bit quicker. Beautiful. You'd love to see it, man. I forgot that I completely ran out of food, so I guess I'm going to have to go hunting before I go for my mining trip. I'm going to be trying to find a lot of cows while I'm out because I do need the leather, because I would love to make an enchanting table. So all animals are on the menu, but cows are what I'm going to be aiming to get as a priority, mainly for their leather. And it looks like there's plenty of cows in this field. Bad day to be a cow, I'm telling you that. In total, I need 49 leather to make everything that I need. I know it sucks, but I guess horses have to go as well because they got leathery skin. Sorry guys, they give tremendous amounts of leather too. How could I say no? Look at that, 2 leather from every single horse. Ah, that guy gave none, never mind. On my days. Alright, back to the cows. Bam. Hey, chickens too, let's go. Hello mate. Man, there's so many animals everywhere. I love this. This is exactly what I need. I'm gonna have to eat some raw food. That is extremely unfortunate. I don't really have much of a choice though. I can't believe my food situation is so bad, considering we're supposed to be farmers. You would think that I would have food. Oh, I've just found a giant cave. Holy camole, we are definitely going to be going down there. I haven't had many problems at all finding these cows. As you can see, I've got a huge amount of beef, or raw beef, and I guess 26 leather, so we're doing pretty well. Oh, berry bushes. I need to get these. Little side quest right there, beautiful. Oh, is this a village? Oh, it is. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What have you got for me? Please don't be poor. Oh, emerald, okay, I'll take that, I guess. Some potatoes. Oh, there's an iron guy. Alright, some more stuff. I guess sweet berries, I'll take that. Come on, guys, you gotta have more than that. Okay, some bread. I guess that's helpful for us right now. I mean, we're very hungry, so I'll take it. But if I am being completely honest, I think I would prefer to see some diamonds. But these guys are obviously not very, they're not doing too well, alright? And this is a big village, though. Hello, Mr. Librarian. Got nothing for me, alright? Oh, bookshelves. Hell yeah. Oh, that is massive. So that reduces how much leather I need by a lot. In fact, I only need a couple more pieces of leather, so I can pretty much head back and just take out any horses or cows I find on the way, and I should get enough. And we're back. I literally only came across one horse. Not really the end of the world though, because pretty sure we're going to have very close to enough. So I don't think we'll have too many problems. We'll just smelt this food up and then we can head right down into the mines. I'm very happy with how this farm's going. I think it's looking really cool. It's going to be so much better when we keep expanding and, get everything grown and filled in. Right now, it's very chaotic. I won't lie. There's a lot of stuff just thrown in. But once I get enough of each seed, obviously, there's going to be separate fields for separate crops. And it's just going to look a whole lot better. At least, I hope it will. Now, obviously, I need to get all of this meat, especially if I'm going to be going underground for up to 10 days. Definitely want to be back by day 30, but if I have to spend the next 10 days to get everything I need, I will. So I want to make sure that I'm prepared for that. So I guess I'll see you guys down once we have everything ready and I'm finally down below the surface. Alrighty, we are officially under the surface once again. So of course, I'm going to be trying to get some coal as well. I ran out of coal. I literally just used the last of whatever coal I had to smelt up this beef. So it's something I definitely need to try and get. Plus we get XP from collecting the coal. So if I am going to be enchanting, every little bit of XP is going to help. Now I think I need copper. I'm going to grab some just in case. That should be enough. 14 is beautiful. Now so I can see, of course, make up some torches. And dude, this is a big cave. I do need to try and kill a spider because then I can craft the backpack. Of course, I'm still going to be trying to get all of this zinc as well. So any zinc that I find, I will be harvesting. But I'm pretty much just going to run through this cave, keep trying to get deeper and deeper. If anything at all interesting happens, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But I guess until then, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm just either getting extremely unlucky or this terrain generation in this mod pack makes it harder to find diamonds. Because I've literally found 4 diamonds in 4 different veins where there's literally only 1 diamond. But I did find this little lush cave thing, so we have some moss, I guess. And we also get some azalea bushes. Beautiful. So I guess that's one good thing. I also haven't even run into a spider yet, which is very bizarre. I've just been running through these caves, just trying to find any little glimmer of hope for a diamond. But, I mean, obviously I've found 4, but only 1 each time. Anyway, I guess back to the montage. Now, usually when you stumble upon a cave like this, you would see diamonds everywhere, but there's none. What the heck? What is this? I've literally got 12. It's at the point where I'm even running past gold and iron because I literally just need to find diamond and I can't. Like, where is it? So I am almost certain that this terrain generation has modified the ores to make them a lot harder to find because I've never ever had this much trouble finding diamond. I think it might be a good thing though. I definitely feel a lot more excited like when I find diamond, just because of how difficult it is for me to try and find. I'm even mining redstone. I never mine redstone. What am I doing? It's just so strange. And oh, look at that. Let's guess it's 1. Oh no, it's 2. See? 2. Wow. Amazing. That is so bad, man. 14 diamonds. I've found so many veins of 1s and 2s. But there's nothing, man. What is going on? Now, when I said I was going to spend 10 days mining, I thought I was joking. Obviously, that was a lie. I wasn't joking at all. It's taken me 5 days to get 14 diamonds. Brother. Hasn't been like this since before caves and cliffs, man. Oh, diamond. Look at that. See? Happy chap when I see a diamond now. But let's guess. It's either 1 or 2. I haven't even found a vein bigger than 1 or 2. See? 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this sucks. These caves feel like when you play on an old SMP server and all the caves have already been raided. Like every single cave you ever find, someone's already gone through and looted the entire thing. That's what this feels like. This is definitely not normal. But at the end of the day, I guess I shouldn't be complaining. Normally in Minecraft, diamonds are way too easy to find. So it's definitely making it a lot more interesting. I will say that. The new goal, I guess, is to collect a bunch of gold. Because gold seems to be a little bit easier to find. Look, once again, a diamond, but it's 1. I'll even mine around it. Every single vein of... Oh no, this is 2. Wow, look at that. Oh, 3. Oh my days. Wow, we hit the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. But yeah, I'm probably going to try and switch to focusing on finding gold and iron. Because there's upgrades that you can do, which is going to require 8 gold blocks, which is way too much gold. But I guess it's going to be easier than finding all those diamonds. So, I mean, look at that. Gold right here. Thank you very much. Thank you. I guess the new goal is to try and find all of the gold and iron. Somehow I have more gold than iron. I haven't really been focusing on trying to collect the iron. I've more been focusing on trying to find diamond. and gold, but I guess for now, or from now on, I will go for both gold and iron. See, look at that. 3 gold. Beautiful. That's what it should be for diamond, man. I've been so focused on trying to get the ores that I completely forgot I was supposed to also be looking for spiders. So I guess let's see if I can get this spider over here. I've been slowly making my way up to the top because we are getting closer and closer to day 30 and we're pretty far away from the base. So I've got a long journey to travel. Plus I've got a lot of smelting to do. Then we got to create the backpack. Unfortunately that spider didn't drop anything, so I mean there's another few spawning in the distance. That one's guarded by skeletons, so I'm gonna ignore that one. But I believe there's one over this way. Yes, please give me some webs or string. Beautiful. Alright, and we're also now level 30 from a combination of mining all the ores as well as taking out all the mobs that have been attacking us. But look, I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's time to head back to the base and see what we can do with everything we just got. Alright, and we're back at the base, but it is the middle of the night, so let's go ahead and make sure we're safe, and we'll just start smelting up everything that we pretty much just collected. I should probably make another furnace or two. You know what, let's just do it, and I guess I'll place them in there. That should be fine, right? And now I have the job of smelting up all of this stuff. I guess I'll see you when that's all done. Now, it took a little bit longer than expected. We're already on day 29, and I guess the end of it. But everything, or at least everything we need is smelted now. So I can go ahead and craft up the backpack. If I remember correctly, it was something like that. Hell yeah, first go. Now I can grab iron and just do this. Ooh, hold on. Before we do that, let's have a look at what it does. So if we open it up, it's 3 lines, okay? So now if we go ahead and turn it into the iron backpack, what does it look like then? Oh my days, it's already a double chest. Okay, hold on a second. So now we can take this iron backpack, throw in some gold, and we get the gold backpack, which is going to look like this. What the heck? 9 lines of 9. So 81 stacks of items in there. That is crazy. We have 3 upgrade slots as well. So now we can take this gold backpack, throw in 8 diamonds, and all of a sudden we have a diamond backpack. And oh my days. That is 9 down and 12 to the side. That is wild. That is absolutely insane. And it's got 5 upgrade slots. So obviously the upgrade things are over to the right here. We can get like a magnet upgrade using this stuff, which we actually don't have. We can't even make just a regular pickup upgrade because we need a sticky piston. But what I'm really interested in is the stack upgrade. So we need to create the upgrade base, which requires this stuff. Oh, more string. Come on, man. You know what? It is nighttime, isn't it? Okay, I can go find some cheeky fellas. Let me quickly make some iron boots because we haven't got that yet. Let me see if I can find some spiders. It shouldn't be too difficult. I can't believe we have this massive backpack. I believe if I press B, it opens up. No, it doesn't. Okay, there we go. I just changed it to E. So now this opens like that. Beautiful. So can I have the chest plate on as well? Does that work? Oh, it does. Beautiful. All right, so I see a spider. I do need to get 4 string and then I should be able to create the very first upgrade. Now these upgrades are going to be absolutely insane. You're going to see just how many items we can store in that thing. Oh, we already got 2 string right off the bat. I just need to hopefully find 1 more. Oh, I see him. Come here, mate. I'm going to get your string. Oh, there's creepers everywhere. Oh, okay. You know what? No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh my days. Oh my days. They're everywhere. That is wild, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. All right, come on, spider. Oh, no string. Come on, man. All right, fingers crossed that... Oh my days, what's that guy doing? Stay away from me, mate, please. All right, no string again. That's just sad. Please, I just need 1 more spider to drop 2 string. Oh, and we've got phantoms, of course. It's been a while since I've seen phantoms. I kind of missed them, I'm not gonna lie. All right, but here is another spider. Fingers crossed we get 2. Oh, we did, but he picked it up, cheeky fella. Come on, mate. Beautiful. There we go. We got 4. So I can now craft up the base, which is fortunately extremely easy to create. Then to make this one here, which allows us to stick 2 stacks of items in 1 slot, I require all of this iron. So let's see if I even have enough. Oh, we do. We definitely do. Look at that. So now just chuck this all the way around and boom. So if I grab 2 dirt and I enter my backpack, if I put these both in here like that, Obviously, I can't stack it any more than 64, but if I go ahead and throw this in here, now I can do that. 128, oh my days. And if I upgrade this to tier 2, then I can stick 4. So 256, but it is going to require a lot of gold, which I don't think I have enough of. Let's just double check. Oh, I do. I definitely do. Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. So simply grabbing the tier 1, throwing in all of this delicious gold. So we have tier 2, and then bang, up to 256. So not only do we have a giant chest pretty much on our back, but technically there's 4 of these if you think about it. Now the next one doubles it again, the tier 3, but that requires 8 blocks of diamond. There's no way I'm going to get that, so I mean, then there's a netherite one. You can just forget that, that's never happening. I'm going to be happy with this, okay? I think that's pretty decent. So that's going to make exploring and grabbing a bunch of stuff so much better, so much easier, and so much more efficient. But that brings us nicely to day 30. So thankfully, I think we definitely achieved our goal for day 30, but now it's time to work on the goal for day 40. Over the next 10 days, I plan to adventure throughout this entire world, probably walk a couple thousand blocks, try and find as many crops and different vegetables and things to add to our farm as possible. Now this farm is definitely coming along pretty well, and to be honest, most things should actually be ready to go. So before we do head out, I do want to do a little bit of harvesting just to make sure we get everything growing a little bit extra. And already with these tomatoes, I can just go ahead and plant them all down, and for the most part, it's all filled in now. I don't love this one here. I'm definitely going to be doing a little bit more expanding. Right now, I kind of just want to farm up a bunch of stuff so I can fill the entire plots here with a single crop, because right now it's all mixed, which is not the best. That's not exactly what I'm looking for, but it is certainly the quickest way to at least expand what we've got, because what we got is not really that much, especially with these ones which only have a couple. I mean, this one only has 3. That's not the best. A tomatillo. I don't know what a tomatillo is, but doesn't sound that good. At least we're expanding it. We got some elderberries. Once again, only a few. We only gained an extra 4 seeds, so we've got 6 total. Even these black beans, we have barely any. So for things like that, it's just a process of trying to expand. At least we're going to have a full thing of corn now. I don't mind how the corn looks. It's not as good as Hightail, but I think it's okay. I'll take it. And apparently right now it is the season for corn. So it grows 150% quicker. That's awesome. Now this is my favorite one. We got the strawberries. This one's already filled in. I just think they're so nice. Such a nice looking crop here. We get so many of them as well. Then we have the blueberries, which I'm slowly filling in. We have the good old wheat. Thankfully, wheat is very easy to do. I mean, I think this is going to be, for the most part, pretty full now. Ah, beautiful. Easy peasy, mate. Then we have the carrots and the potatoes. And that's everything harvested. As you can see from the top, there's still quite a lot that we need to fill in. But don't worry, this is going to be looking so much better once we get more crops. And I can actually make it look good, because right now I'm just trying to get more seeds. Now fortunately we still have a bunch of diamonds, so just to make sure we're safe, I'm going to grab an axe, and it's time for me to start going on my journey, venturing through this world to see what I can find. I'm probably just going to try and walk in a very straight line. I've got the coordinates of the base saved, so I don't have to worry. But we'll see what we come across. I'm hoping to find a bunch of different crops, a bunch of different flowers like this, like especially the colorful ones, and little crops like this. So we just got a radish. I know for sure we don't have that yet. I think we have blackberries. What is this one? Strawberry, we already got that. And more strawberries. Strawberries seem to be very common here, but if I venture throughout the entire world and just try and grab as much stuff as I possibly can, I should get almost every single crop, if not all of them. I'm really hoping I can find everything. I don't know if I'll spend the entire 10 days just searching for this stuff. But of course, I'm still going to be taking out these cows because I do need a little bit more leather, which is what we're going to be working on our next goal. So if I see them, I'm going to take him out. But I guess I'll see you guys when I come across something interesting. And I think I found something cool. Now, I don't quite know if I can take these back with me. Okay, grapevine stem. It seems like I should be able to, right? Like if I just place these in like that, how do I put them on? Okay, I'm not quite sure how this works. So I might not actually be able to bring them back. I can still take them. There's a building up there. I'm not quite sure what the building is, but these are definitely cool. Oh my days, come on, man. Don't even bother. Definitely going to be grabbing a bunch of these. I don't quite know if I'll be able to build something that looks like this, but I do want to build a vineyard or like grapevines like this. I think that would be really cool. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing them all. Whoa, my days. Get out of here, mate. Come on, man. Can't get a break. But it does look like we're getting a bunch of these, so I shouldn't have any problems. But I'm more interested in what this is. Looks like we got a villager and we've got some stuff out here, some little decorations. So I'm going to be grabbing those, of course. Why would I not? In fact, look at everything that I've got. I've got a huge range of things. I've been just attacking everything that I find as I kind of venture through. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is cool. Oh, man. We got some really cool decoration blocks. Can I break this? No, I can't. Man, these are so cool. Let's have a look inside. Oh, we got some decorations too. This is phenomenal, man. So many things in here. Looks like a table of some sort, but you need a pickaxe to break it. Oh man, just look at this stuff. This is phenomenal. This is what I'm talking about. I have been searching for quite some time, and this is the very first thing that I've found, so it's not easy to come by this stuff. But I'm very glad that I have found this, because this is so cool. Sorry that I stole all your stuff, mate. Don't take it personally. Alright, that seems to be it in this section, but I thought that was really cool. We got a bunch of, oh my days, we got so much new stuff. Look at this. That is crazy. We almost have this whole thing filled. I don't quite know if that's a good thing or not. Of course, I'm going to continue. I'm just going to see if I can find anything else. It's kind of hard to tell what is new and what is not new because, I mean, I don't really know what I'm looking for. I'm just breaking all these crops here. Kale, I think that's new. Yes, it is. See? Look at that. Beautiful. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's kind of what I'm dealing with here. Just trying to walk through and find stuff that looks interesting and, I don't know, maybe come across something nice. Raspberry. Did we have raspberries? No, see? Another new thing. Beautiful. Oh my days. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys either when I find something new or back at the base. Alright, I've found the ultimate place for flowers. And it's given me some insane ideas and I'm so excited to build them. But as you can see, this place is massive. This is a meadow and then there's a vanilla one right next to it as well. So tremendous amounts of flowers. And you can see when you look in here, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but I've got so many in here. So I'm going to keep going until I have a completely full inventory and also a full backpack. I'm going to head back and then we'll see what we've achieved or what we've collected and how we can use it in the base to make some awesome farms. Now, I have spent probably 2, maybe 3 days almost just harvesting flowers alone. It's probably going to take another 2 or 3 days. So by the time we get back, it should be around day 40. So I guess I'll see you guys right back at the base. And as expected, we are back just before day 40. In fact, we're right at the end of day 39. This has happened 2 or 3 times with each of our goals. But I've set up these chests here. We've got a chest full of flowers. We've got a chest full of crops and stuff like that. And this is everything else that I got. So obviously this backpack was such a massive help. I really don't think I would have been able to do this without it. But what I'm going to do is pretty much grab literally everything that is new so that I can plant them all down. And there is so much new stuff that I found. And I believe that is it. So let me make sure I turn everything into seeds. Okay, apparently tea blossom is a seed, I think. Alrighty. But everything else should be seedable. Is that a word? Seedable? I guess it is now. And I've got 9 of them in my hotbar right now. Just look how much stuff there is. Oh my days. Now, thankfully, we do have still quite a lot of space in these fields here. So I'm just going to go through and at least get them planted down. Don't worry, we are going to be expanding and making many more. So this won't be a problem. I just want to get some more of them growing and hopefully just expand how many of these seeds we have. Because right now we definitely don't have enough. But that is now everything planted down and oh man, it's getting full. But it's so chaotic. Don't worry, it's not going to be chaotic for long. We're going to fix that. But now that we're on day 40, it is time to work on the next goal, which is the final main goal before we can start really going to town on building up this farm. So obviously our tools are pretty pathetic, so we're going to fix that. Now I do have 16 diamonds. I really don't want to be going down to get more, but I've already made a diamond axe and all I really need is a pickaxe and a shovel and obviously an enchanting table. Now I haven't got a huge amount of sugarcane. I was able to get a little bit, but I don't think that's going to really cut it. So what I should do is just temporarily place in some sugarcane just along the shoreline here. I will make a much more permanent one very soon. But for now, I just really want to be able to get this sugarcane so I can get the enchanting table and get some enchanted tools. We are level 32, so we don't have to really worry about XP. Oh my days. Get out of here, mate. And really, at the end of the day, we can always just fight some bad guys to get that little bit of extra XP. Now, in order to get obsidian, I am going to need to make a diamond pickaxe. So there we go. And I will need my bucket right there. Alrighty. Now, I do know exactly where some lava is, so I'm going to head down into the caves and get some obsidian. And here we are down at the lava. Let's go ahead and turn it into obsidian. And all we need to do is collect 4. Man, this stuff takes so long to break. And there we go. That is the final obsidian collected. Now, let's head all the way back up. And now we have everything we need to make the enchanting table. Now, I could have sworn I had some books in here when I raided the village, but it seems like I might not have picked them up because I can't find them anywhere. But I guess that's fine. We have 29 leather and 6 in here. That's definitely not going to be enough because I need 46 leather. But I can craft up this enchanting table nice and easily, just like that. And now really all I'm waiting for is a little bit more leather. I also need more sugarcane, but I mean, that's slowly growing. I guess while we're waiting, I'll just head over to find some leather. I only need 11 more, but I can't see a single cow anywhere. Oh, I spoke too soon. I see our first victim. Way up on that hill over there. How you doing, Sam? See you later. Oh, he's got friends too. This is the best day of my life. Come here, mate. Bam. And bam. Boom. Alright, I just need 5 more, and thankfully, I see a bunch of cows grazing down in the fields down here. So I'm going to head over here and steal their skin. It's like taking candy from a baby. Okay, these cows are not giving me their skin. I got 1 from killing 3 cows. That's crazy. Guess I'll be taking out the horses instead. Oh, come on, man. I need 2 more. But I don't see any cows. I do see a horse way up on that hill over there. So I guess an unfortunate victim, but I guess it's in the name of progress, right? And boom, and boom, and boom. Why? Why did he give me no leather? Why am I getting so unlucky with this? Oh, he's got a friend. That's alright. How you doing, mate? Get out of here, champion. 1. Come on. It didn't need to come to this, man. I just need 1 more leather. That is it. Please, please, please show me a cow. Nothing but pigs and sheep. Oh, and bees, okay. Everything except what I need. I see a cow. Please have the leather. Please, please, please. And boom. Nope. And boom. Oh my days, I can't even hit him. Brother. Okay, beautiful. 45 leather. We're done. I don't need to do any more slaying. And there we go. We got 22 books. Obviously, I'm waiting on sugarcane to make more. But it does mean that I can go ahead and craft up at least 7 of these bookshelves. And I need to figure out exactly where I'm going to put this thing. To be honest, I have no good place to put this. So I'm going to grab some sticks, craft up some ladders, dig a hole right into the side right here. Oh, hold on. I should make a diamond shovel. Why have I not done that yet? And thank you. I'm just going to dig out a little hole here. And by no means is this fancy at all. But that really doesn't matter because that's not really the point. The point is we have a nice easy place where we can enchant some stuff. And this is that area. Make sure to get a little lantern down here just like that. And honestly, that should be fine for now. So now we just wait. I'm going to wait for my sugarcane to grow. While I'm doing that, I'm going to try and get level 33 and I'll just keep harvesting my crops to keep growing and getting some extra seeds. So I'll see you guys when we're ready to start enchanting. And after a little bit of XP gathering and waiting, the sugarcane is now fully grown, which after harvesting gave us almost a stack and a half. Now of course I could always destroy the bottom layer as well if I need a bit of extra, but I would rather that grow because I do want to create an actual sugarcane farm as well. So having that little bit of extra isn't really going to be that bad. But can we even make enough with this amount of sugarcane? Let's find out. Yes, we can. Beautiful. 28 books. I just need to get all the wood and then obviously we're going to have everything ready to go. I think we've even made an extra bookshelf. So I guess that's not the end of the world, is it? Give us a little bit of extra juice, I guess. And boom, there we go. Now this enchanting room is fully ready to be used. So let's waste no time and enchant our shovel and pickaxe. Unbreaking 3. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Fortune 2, efficiency 3, unbreaking 3. I want efficiency 4 on the shovel, please. Wait, why is it only level 28? Wait a second, is this messing it up? Oh, it was. Oh, that sucks. Oh, but it's okay. Look at that. Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and Efficiency 4. Could not have been any better than that. I'm very happy with that enchant. I would even call that a perfect enchant. Couldn't get any better with a shovel. Oh my days. Mate, I'm as happy as Larry because that means we can actually start working on the area, because now we can instantly break the dirt, which is a massive improvement. An absolute game changer. So what I'm going to do a little bit of landscaping and start planning and preparing how I want this thing to look. Of course, it means I am going to need to get some more of this chalk so I can make some more roads, flatten a little bit of the land, maybe build some mountains, and just start kind of zoning and planning out my vision for the area. I know I want some silos, I want a building and some warehouses, and of course a whole lot more fields for crops. So let's go ahead and get planning right now. First and foremost, I definitely need to just clear up a bunch of these trees. So I'm going to go through using my diamond axe and just chop up a bunch of these to make some space for our future expansions. Don't worry, I will be getting some more trees planted down. So the deforestation isn't permanent. We're going to make sure to get that oxygen back into the atmosphere. Don't you worry about that. But at least for now, these need to go. The good thing is now I have my backpack as well, so I have a ton of storage. I don't have to worry about running back to my base to store things or grab things. It's all in my inventory nice and easily. I know it was kind of expensive to get that backpack, but I think it was definitely worth it. Alright, that's this side of the forest mostly cleared. I do need to continue to work my way around, because my plan is for these 9 crop fields in the middle to be the main focal point and kind of the center point of the entire farm. So I definitely think it's only best that I just clear out a decent portion of space around all sides of this farm that we've currently got, at least the middle section. And I know it's not great. There's still a lot of work we need to do. Like there's a lot of random crops in there, but I think that's looking so good with everything grown. Doesn't that just look nice? If it already looks decent like that, just imagine how good it's going to look when we're actually finished with it. I think it's going to be beautiful, man. And that is a good portion of the area cleared up, and it just shows exactly what the land looks like, just so much better. And that does mean that I can now start shaping up this area here a little bit better, because I didn't love exactly how it looked, so just a little bit of shaping is going to help that. Honestly, that should be sufficient, doesn't have to be too crazy, and we just got to fix up the little bits of like indentation in the ground. No need for this here to be here, so we might as well clear it up. And this is such a nice flat space, we can very easily get some new farms in here. I think it's going to look very nice. Just some slight adjustments to the land height, and honestly I think this side's ready to go. Now with that side done, it's time we shift our focus to the rear side. This one's pretty simple, we just got to flatten this a little bit because it goes up but then it comes back down. So just joining it together so it's a little bit more smooth is going to be best. And honestly, just bringing this whole thing down, at least near this house, I think is going to be exactly what we need to do. This backpack is definitely going to be coming in handy, oh my goodness. And there we go, that's this side done. Let's just quickly trim up this bit here, and then I think all sides should be pretty sweet. Fortunately, for the most part, this land was already pretty flat, so I didn't really have to do much. It's already fairly easy to work on. But there we go, beautiful. Now, it might not seem like much now, but don't worry, it's going to completely change once we get everything in here. So I'm going to grab some oak logs, and I'm going to plan the buildings that I want to build. I'm thinking right here of having like a little warehouse, nice and close to the building. We'll go 5 block gap. We'll just make it like a long warehouse. Something like that should be pretty sweet. You know, nothing crazy at all, but it just makes sense. You know, you need a place to store all the crops. Then I reckon just over here, we'll put in a nice little house. Now this house, I do plan for this one to be a bit bigger than that one, or quite a bit bigger actually. But it's still going to be very farmy style, I guess. I guess something like that, you know, basic. It's probably going to be 2 stories. And then why not have another warehouse kind of right next to it? Plenty of space to expand, and I guess the buildings are taking up a decent amount of space. I reckon I'm going to have like the silos in here somewhere, in between this main build and the little warehouse. But honestly, for the most part, I think that's a decent plan. Now, in order for me to plan the farms, especially over on this side, I'm going to need to get more chalk, because I don't think I have any remaining, do I? Oh, I have 42. Don't think that's going to cut it though. Oh no, we've got another stack. Alright, we might be okay. You know what, let's give it a go. I'm thinking of having a road come out through here. No, it might not make a huge amount of sense coming out there. Maybe I'll move it over 1 block, just so it's kind of in line of the middle of that. I think that's going to make a lot more sense. We'll just adjust this a little bit. We'll go like that and just dig out a nice straight path. So now we've got a road like that. Beautiful. Now I'm thinking of having my sugarcane farm over here, but I wanted to follow the shape of this land. So what I think is I just dig out a nice straight path 2 blocks away from the edge, exactly like that. And I am going to need to go and grab my bucket so I can add the water in. Man, I'm so happy with how these crop fields look. They look really nice. I can't wait to get them all in. It's going to be so sick. Well, we grab our water bucket and we fill in the little space that we've pretty much just created. And then once again, we'll leave a 2-block gap. We'll just do the exact same thing. Very basic sugarcane farm, but I think it's going to look nice. Now I can quickly delete all the sugarcane along the edge because it just looks pretty bad, to be honest. I just don't love the way it looks. We'll get rid of it. And then we can pretty much just go ahead and slap it all in here, exactly where we've just laid out. It might not be completely filled in just yet, but once it is, I think it's going to look really sweet. Now I don't want to make it any thicker. I think this is going to be pretty good, at least for now. But I would like to expand this farm, or this path, sorry, out this way. And have it kind of follow the edge of this lake here until it reaches about here. And then it can just head right up into this second level where the sugarcane is. That's going to give a nice little barrier for the sugarcane farm to end. But we are completely out of chalk, so I am going to need to go get more. And I'm really liking how this is coming together. I think setting up like a little flower patch in here would be absolutely amazing. So let me grab my shears and the oak leaves. I will need to get a few more oak leaves, but that's nice and easy with the forest right here, just like that. And you know what, before I head over there, let me grab some flowers. Which flower are we going to use? I think we go with the purple, the delphiniums, and we'll go with the Erioforum. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't. It's very rare I say anything right. But we'll bring these over here and create a nice outline using the leaves. Remove all the weird grass inside of it. And we'll just create these little patches here, exactly like this. And I reckon we go with like rows like this. So we'll go with the white flowers, then we'll go with the purple flowers, then once again the white flowers. I think this is just going to give a very nice look, a very colorful and vibrant look. Now I hope you can see exactly why I spent so much time harvesting these flowers, because I thought this was going to look really good. I don't know if it is. We're going to have to find out in a second once I fill this all in. Fingers crossed I actually got enough, because we're burning through these pretty quickly. I think we should be okay, but I really hope that this looks good. In my mind it does. I think it looks a little bit strange from here, but let's go over here. Let's go into free cam and zoom out a little bit. And I think that looks kind of cool. Definitely a little bit more I need to do. Maybe I can grab some grass and throw some grass in here, in between the leaves, wherever there's a space. Kind of like that. That's nice. Now way up in the mountains over there, there's some coarse dirt. I think I'm going to have like paths of coarse dirt around things like this. I don't think it would be smart to have these. These should just be for the main roads, the chalk. Then we can have the coarse dirt everywhere else. I think that's going to be best. However, do we have bones? I have 2 and then 9. Okay. All right, 11 bones. So I'm going to take this bone meal and I'm just going to throw it in through here, just in the space where it's between the road and the next level. I think that's going to be very nice. I definitely want to try and remove some of it. I don't love the double tall grass, so I'm going to get rid of those. But I want to make sure that I use my shears when I do, so I can collect that short grass. Man, I only have 6 iron left. That is not good. I used all of it on the backpack. Oh man, I hope that wasn't a bad move. I mean, we do have fortune now on our pickaxe, so we shouldn't have too many issues if we do need to get more iron. At least we can fortune it, so it's going to be a bit better. I think just adding this little bit of grass in here is going to help. And I just had a cool idea. We got a bunch of decorations, but we haven't even used them yet. So let's see what we've got. Can I grab like the chairs? Where are they? Okay, we've got 30 benches and we've got some tables. So I think maybe in this section here where it's like quite a big space, maybe in between the warehouse and the other house that we're going to be building. What if we do this? We just set up a nice little table and chair section. Maybe that's too long. We'll go 3, just like that. You know, basic. We can add a bit of coarse dirt underneath. I think that's nice. A little detail like that. And I'm going to add these around in different spaces where I think it's necessary. I just think that's going to add a nice bit of detail to the area. Just make it seem a little bit more realistic. And I guess why not add some drinks on here? Wait, can I? Oh, I can. Beautiful. Just add them in like that. And I think that's going to be bloody beautiful, mate. There's still quite a bit of crops or spaces where there are no crops. So I need to make sure that I continue to try and fill those in, especially this potato one. The potatoes shouldn't be like this. They should already be done. So no more slacking. Let's go ahead and finish this one up. Only potatoes that are missing in this section. So nice and easy to just fill in all the empty space. Just like that. Beautiful. That's another little crop field done. Dump everything into my backpack because I don't really have the space right now. Man, this backpack is so convenient. But same with these ones, I'm going to go through and just harvest up everything else and make sure that I continue to get some extra seeds and just expand how many I've got, because that's the most important thing. I desperately want every single type of crop here, so it's definitely going to be important that I do my best to continue to expand it. Obviously, there's some crops that are going to grow faster than others and kind of give me more seeds quicker, but as long as I have a bunch of crops growing, it should be fine. Once we have like a bit of a abundance of extra crops, it's going to be a lot easier for me to go through, make sure I get everything good and figure out what's going to be where. Man, look how many different crops and seeds we have. That is crazy. I got to drop it all in here. Man, once you start farming them, they really start to grow very quick. Now this one here, I like it, but I don't love it being 2. So I'm going to change this one to be 1 then 1. So 1 line of strawberries then 1 line of blueberries, and that's how I'm going to do it. So we'll go strawberries, then we'll go blueberries, then we'll go strawberries once again. We'll just keep alternating like that. I think that's going to look really nice. And that's going to be this crop field done, that's the wheat done, and that's also the potato and carrots done. So amazing. Now we can move on to this one here. Don't quite know what I want to put in here. Have we got anything that's kind of ready to go? I can't really see anything that has a lot of seeds that we don't already have. So I guess we got to just keep on farming. Another thing we can do is just look for what crops I think are the most attractive, because I definitely want the middle bit to look good. I don't want any ugly crops in there. So if I think a crop looks nice, I definitely want to have it in the section. But there we go. That is everything harvested. Now we kind of just have to wait again. I'll keep it all in here so it's ready to go. But it's time to go and grab some resources. So let me get my bed. And let's head over to the mountain to get coarse dirt. Man, it's already almost day 47. We're almost halfway through this challenge. And to be honest, I mean, the farm is definitely growing, but it is nowhere near where I want it to be. We have a whole lot of work to do. Now, obviously, we are going to be spending the remainder of the 100 days growing the farm and just making it as nice as possible. So we shouldn't have to worry because we don't really need to go and get anything like enchanted tools anymore. It's all done. But this part of the challenge is really where it starts to speed up. Time really starts to fly. Now, of course, getting blocks and resources like that, that's going to still take some time. Like, for example, running over to get the coarse dirt, just a bit of a hassle. Alrighty, and we are approaching the mountain. Oh, look, it's right there. Beautiful. I remember walking past this coarse dirt and trying to make sure that I remembered that it was over here. I think coarse dirt is such a nice block to use, especially for paths. So it was nice that this area was here and we walked right past it, so I know exactly where to go to get it. And an abundance of it as well, apparently. Ooh, there's quite a bit of andesite. I know I want to use andesite for the other building as well. So I'll make sure to grab some of that while I'm here too. So I'll make sure to grab some of this too. It's so much nicer harvesting this with a fast pickaxe. Oh my goodness. This was a pain before. Now it's just so easy. I don't know how much andesite I need. I'm probably going to grab about 3 stacks. That should do us pretty well. And there we go. That's 3 stacks exactly. I also want to grab some diorite. I think this could be fantastic for some of the roofs. So I'll make sure to grab probably 2 stacks. I only need 2 stacks of this stuff. I cannot even explain how much nicer it is having this fast pickaxe to do this stuff. I'm so glad that we got enchanted tools before we did any major works because it just makes it so much easier. But there we go. That's 2 stacks of diorite. We got 3 stacks of andesite. I want to get a little bit more coarse dirt. I'm sure we should be able to get maybe 4 stacks or something like that. That should be enough. Maybe 5 stacks since it breaks so quickly. I'd rather have more than not enough. And there we go. That is 6 stacks, I think, of coarse dirt. Beautiful. Now let's head over finally to the chalk, which is a little bit more of a journey, but we should be okay. And here we go. This stuff breaks instantly. What have we got? We got efficiency 3. Okay. Look, I'm not going to complain at all. That's fantastic. I love to see it. So I'll probably grab, I mean, considering it breaks instantly, I'll just grab like 6 stacks or something. I don't think I'll need that much, but I'd rather once again have more than enough than not enough. This is going to make my life a lot easier in the future. Alright, there we go. We have a bunch. I left my bed at the mountain, so I need to make sure I grab that on the way back, but we should be okay. This is plenty of resources now. So I'll see you guys back at the base. Alrighty, and we're back on day 48. I think it's time to start going absolutely bonkers on building the stuff and just getting this place looking a lot better, because right now I just feel like it's... Oh my goodness, I thought it was going to explode. I just feel like it's very empty with just the one build. So let's go ahead and build a couple more and see how this place looks like when that's done. I started off with the easiest build, the warehouse. Firstly, I erected some pillars and threw down some dark oak stairs and slabs to outline the roof. I then filled in the main roof using some cut diorite, which looked very nice and bright. Of course, I made sure to make use of the copycat panels to add in some extra fine details to the supporting beams. And finally filled in the warehouse, making it look busy. I also added in some details around to make it fit in a little better. Moving on to the next section, I planned the shape and placement of the silos using some cut andesite bricks before adding in some lines of bushes to fill in the space around them. I used a mixture of regular granite and polished granite for the walls of the silos, while also making sure to keep them both at different heights. I capped them off nicely with a shallow roof using a mixture of different stone blocks, but found them to look a little weird. So I once again made use of the copycat panels and created some nice supporting beams running down the sides using the white chalk blocks. Before moving on to the next build, I looked over at my original house and felt it needed some attention. I added in some extra details, especially to the roof, to make it feel a little less flat. Now it was time for the big boy. Of course, I started by once again erecting some massive pillars and connecting them together to get a decent shape for the house. As per usual, I then moved on to the roof, making sure that I had a good design for it and that the outline was nice. I didn't love the shape, so I decided on adding in an extra offshoot to the side of the build to make it seem a little less freaky. Once I was happy, I filled the roof in using some cut tough blocks before moving towards the bottom level to fill in the walls. I felt it would be a little difficult to fill in the second floor walls, so before I did that, I made sure to create the flooring for the second floor and then decided on using birch for the walls of the top floor. I finished off the walls for the small section on the bottom floor and then went absolutely bonkers on the details throughout the entire build, adding in a lot of leaves especially to give that overgrown look I was searching for. And of course, finally, I made sure to make it all fit in by adding in some roads and details between all of the builds. And here we are on day 69. It has been quite some time since I've seen you guys, but this place is looking so much better. Now the next thing I want to tackle is these 9 crop fields here. I don't think they look good. I like this one, I like this one. I don't love this one, I do want to change this, but these ones in here are all horrible. So the very first thing I need to do is quickly fix up my inventory. Just as easy as that. And I might even just quickly just dump everything else that I've got. And I'm going to go through and literally get rid of everything that I don't love. I think, let's try something. Hold on a second. If I break this with my fist, I get 2 seeds. With the pickaxe, I get 2 as well. Okay, so fortune doesn't seem to work on the non-vanilla crops. So I guess that's good to know. Now, the one crop that I did enjoy was the pineapple. I really like how this one looks, so I want to make sure that I use pineapple. I did like the tomato, so I'm going to make sure that I grow the tomato as well. I don't want to use the Farmer's Delight one. I want to make sure they look the same though. And I don't think I mind the hops. The hops were okay. What else do I like? I think I want to use... Let's go with... This one's nice. Kale. Okay, so we're going to have some kale, I guess. What else? I think this one's nice. What is this? Celery. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're getting celery as well. So we'll start, this one can be, we'll go with the hops. We'll just fill it all in completely. And we're just short, but thankfully we do have plenty. There we go, that's this one done. I don't mind the corn, but I don't love a bean in this. I think it's too tall. So I'm going to remove the corn from this section. We'll create a corn farm probably somewhere else. I just feel like it doesn't fit in. So I'm going to remove it from here. And instead we can place in the tomatoes right here. Now, of course, I don't have anywhere near enough tomatoes. Do I have some in here? I have the Farmer's Delight ones. Maybe I have some in here. Oh, I do. Beautiful. So I can fill it in a little bit more. Now, I want to add like the potato or carrot over here just to make it a little bit brighter. You can see a lot of them are like dark green, but they're bright green. So I want to make sure that I have that over here as well. So let me remove all of these farms here. And I think we'll go carrot because we have a lot of carrot. Let me just remove all of these, to be honest. And we'll place the carrots all in over here. Exactly like that. Don't worry, this is all part of the plan. All right, what is next? This is hops, so we don't have to worry about that. Maybe we do something like this. We do lines of 2. Let's go pineapple and sweet potato. Oh man, our inventory is absolutely cooked right now. I just got to dump whatever I can in here. All right, so we'll do a line of pineapple, then we'll do sweet potato, and we'll keep alternating between both, exactly like we did with that farm there. I'm hoping this is going to look good. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day, if it doesn't look great, or even if 1 or 2 of them look weird, it's going to be pretty easy for me to go through and fix it. You know, I could just literally change it again if it's really that much of an issue. But fortunately, since we have been making sure to harvest them up as I've been going, we can now actually properly like design this stuff so much easier. Now with this one, I reckon we use this. What is this? This is onion. I kind of like that. We're going to keep onion. Then we're going to do, once again, like we've done before, we're going to do rose. I kind of like that. But I do feel like I need the potato back in here. So maybe I'll bring the potatoes back out and we'll go lines of onion and lines of potato. I think that could look pretty nice. The nice contrast between it. But I do want to use this. What is this? I think this is oats. Yeah, that is oats. So I definitely want to use the oats. We're not getting rid of those. No way. But that should be that. Sweet. This one's now done. With this one, I guess we can add the oats in here, right? Oh, goodness. This is no good. All right, oats. Where are the oat seeds? There they are. I honestly think we just fill this entire thing in here with oats and that's it. Fortunately, once again, I have been saving these up so I don't have to worry. We should have almost an entire farm filled with them. Only missing a couple. So beautiful. And that leaves us with one more over here. Now, what do I do here? Green tea leaf. Man, this is a difficult decision. Do I go tomatillo? I think I should go tomatillo. Why not? Just get this bad boy in here. Hopefully it looks good. Fingers crossed. If not, then that kind of sucks. Once again, we're not fully complete, but for the most part, all the farms are. We're only missing a little bit in each. I mean, but honestly, if I like just split these, oh, not this one. Hold on, what am I doing? Not the oats. Oh my goodness. Get back there, my boy. If I just make these ones in the corners all the same, like there's 2 different crops going through them, that could look kind of nice. So let's remove these ones and we'll get celery in this one because I think I did like the celery. I think I've got more in here, don't I? No, I do not. Maybe I have them in the house. Let's double check. I have celery and I do have some seeds. Okay, so we're not going to be exactly there, but we're going to be a bit closer. Let's go ahead and fill this in and man, this should be so much nicer. I'm sure you noticed as well, we're now in fall. So the grass changed color. I believe we're almost in winter. So obviously I spent a huge amount of time in that time lapse. So we went from summer to fall. And we're already almost in winter. That's how fast time has gone. Oh my days. Anyway, for this last one, let's do blackberries because, I mean, why not? Hopefully they look good. I can't remember how they looked. Oh, we got blueberries. No, we got that one over there already. Hold on. I'm wigging out. Oh, eggplant. Maybe eggplant. I think that could be better because it's a nice purple. So we'll put the tomatoes and eggplants together and that should be pretty sweet. Once again, just rows of each and fingers crossed that looks good. I think it didn't look good because we didn't have, you know, many rows. We just had the one and everything else was kind of just randomly thrown in. So hopefully once everything grows, it's going to look a lot nicer. I won't lie to you, I've been pretty worried because I've been looking at the middle section and I just felt like it was ugly. Like just really, really bad. But fortunately, I think this is going to fix all of our problems, at least with the center bit. So let's try and dump everything else into here. Man, we have a massive storage issue. I think what I should do, I should put all the seeds together and separate them just to make it a little bit easier to figure out what the heck is going on. So I'll put seeds in this one and I'll put the grown crops in here. I definitely think that is going to be a bit easier to figure out, you know, what's going on. And that does mean I have to go in here and take everything out. But this is going to give us a good idea of what we've got going on. I mean, just look at that. All the seeds in that chest. And I should be able to get everything out of here nice and easily. And there we go. That chest is completely full. This one is almost full. And at least the backpack's a little bit better. Might not be perfect, but it's getting there. I do have a bunch of random crops and stuff in here. So I should probably try and condense it all down into the single chest rather than having them spread everywhere. So let me try and do that as much as I can. All right, that should be fine. Alrighty, so we have the sugarcane farm fully complete now. Obviously, I was fixing this up. We only had a couple remaining. I do want to get a pumpkin farm in here right next to the sugarcane farm and more of these little flower farms and potentially other crop fields just like this dotted throughout here. I do need to build up this warehouse, but most importantly, I need to move over to here and build up the dock because this section here just feels so awkward right now. Now, full disclosure, this isn't going to be a super detailed dock. I just want a nice relaxing place to fish, even though I guess I don't fish, but I mean, you can't have a farm without fishing, right? But I'm honestly thinking something even as basic as this. Obviously, this will wrap around through here, up probably to the middle, and I have little bits sticking out because I think that looks cool. But that will fix up this section. Then, of course, I do need to build up this warehouse, so I'm going to do that as well. It's going to be the exact same design as that one. And then I'll try and get the pumpkin farm in over here as well. I think it's going to look really nice right next to the sugarcane and just fill in the space very well. So let's waste no time and get right into the time lapse. And that brings us to where we are now. I'm very happy with how this is looking, and these farms in the middle now look phenomenal. I'm glad I removed the corn. I feel like that was just out of place, but all of these crops now fit in very well. However, we have this spot over here which just feels very empty. So I know exactly what I need to put in here. So I'm going to grab my shears. Then I'm going to quickly grab food. I started smelting up some food because I ran out of food once again. Crazy considering how much farms we have now. But I'm going to head way up into the mountains and see if I can find some sheep because I require their fur. There we go. That is 3. I'm going to need a whole lot more than that. And as you can see, it's turned to winter. I think we're only a couple days into winter, so we should still be in winter for most of the remaining time. I'm really hoping that by day 100 we'll be back into summer because I really don't like the look of this. It's a lot better than fall. Like, it's no longer grey, but it does seem a little bit pale. I like the bright, vibrant colors that come from spring and summer. I think summer's better, but spring is definitely not too bad at all. But of course, we just gotta wait for the seasons to eventually change. I'm not a massive fan of seasons in this game, to be completely honest, because it just makes everything look a bit weird. But look at that, we already have 15 wool. Well, white wool and 2 light grey wool. Thankfully, there is a plethora of sheep over in these kind of long plain fields here, so it's not too hard for me to find some. Definitely would be a lot better if I had a sheep farm, but I feel like we're a little bit too deep into this 100 days to be able to do that. I would probably spend a good portion of the remainder of time creating the farm only to get the same amount of wool as I would just from harvesting a couple through here. But I don't need to get all of the wool now. I just want enough to be able to start at least one of the things I want to build, so we can get an idea for how it's going to look. And fortunately for us, there is, like I said, a bunch of sheep pretty much everywhere. So I'm not really having to worry too much about trying to find them. I mean, now that I say that, they're all disappearing. I can't find any now. And it is coming towards nighttime, so I think I'm going to start heading back. I mean, we have 23. I think that could be enough. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely going to be just crossing my fingers that it is. I can't get over how different this place looks. I mean, of course, it's a completely different season right now, so even if I did nothing, it would look completely different. But we've built so much in this area. It just feels so cozy. Exactly like the goal of building the ultimate cozy farm. I feel like we have certainly done that. But we can now go ahead and make up some of these spruce fences here. I'm just going to make 9, I guess, because I can't really make any more than that. I don't think I need many. I'm going to leave a 3-block gap right here. I'm sure, as you can tell, so I can put in a road, connect into this bit here. Then let's just quickly fill that in a little bit with the grey chalk, or sorry, the black chalk. Even though it's technically grey chalk. I know it says black chalk, but it's definitely not black. I'm going to give a little bit of space between the edge and maybe like right here. Ooh, hold on. This might be a bit close. You know, let's go all the way to the back bit here. So we'll go, you know what, let's go right here. No, not 3. We're going to go 2 high like this. Then we're going to go 1 up like that. Then 1 more up, but this time we're going to go 2. This is going to create a nice little market stall. So obviously this is a big, beautiful farm. We need to sell crops. We need to buy stuff from people as well. So we need a market area. And to me, it only makes sense to have it in this beautiful space here, right near the river. I think it is perfect. And as you can see, this is the style that I usually go for in my Minecraft world. Generally works pretty well for me. Let's see. Have we got any dyes? I've got a bunch of these. Can we go red? I really want a red one. We'll just turn this into that. Can we use light gray? Ah, yes, we can. Beautiful. I don't think we have enough. We might have just enough actually to make 1 tent. Look at that. Oh my days, that is beautiful. So of course I can go ahead and expand this a little bit further. Just build out this path and have it slowly head up this little mountainside, or not mountainside, hillside I should say. Is it even really a hillside? I don't think so. Oh well, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Because up here I do plan to build even more farms, believe it or not. Come on, you thought that was it? No way. Not on this channel. We're going to keep building until the very last day. So let's build out another path going this way. I'll make sure that I remember this one's going this way as well. It's going to continue and we'll have this one link all the way through the back here. By the time we get back to spring, this place is going to have a ridiculous amount of farms. That is my goal. But in order to build farms, of course, I need roads leading to those farms, which is exactly what we're doing now. I'm just pretty much trying to use all of this black chalk that I have to craft up a nice connection and system of roads that's just going to allow us to pretty much go crazy on building some new farms. I've only got 50 coarse dirt left. I wonder if I have some in here. Oh, I do. 39. Oh, and 48. Beautiful. That is very good to see, because I would like to fill the market area out with the coarse dirt. I think I also have rooted dirt, right? Let's see if I got some of that. I do. 17. Okay. Definitely not a crazy amount, but it should give us a nice little texture through here. I really like using rooted dirt. I think it looks fantastic, especially when coupled with the coarse dirt. Now, I would love to get another 2 market stalls in, one here and then potentially one here. I think that would be pretty perfect. And if I surround this entire thing with coarse dirt and rooted dirt, I can even get some regular dirt in here, which might not give a huge difference, but it's certainly going to be enough to look a little bit more unique. It's just going to help break up that coarse dirt a little bit as well. Something like that, then the rest can be coarse dirt, and beautiful. Oh my days. So now we just need to get another 2 market stalls in here, then we can decorate the heck out of it. Have we got some flowers I can throw in? I've got delphiniums? Oh, hang on, hibiscus. Hibiscus? I hope that's how I say it. Oh my days. I want to throw some of these right in here. There's such a beautiful flower. Beautiful. Hell yeah, man. Might not be crazy, but I think it's nice. Get some leaves in there as well. Maybe even some leaves just throughout the edges of this market area. And of course, we'll get some bone meal in here too. Making sure to get rid of the double tall grass because it's a bit too much. And ladies and gentlemen, oh my days, we are really making a difference in this area. A monumental difference. Now, I'm going to have this road lead up to here for now. I don't think it needs to go any further. But the reason I'm pushing it all the way up to here is so I can get some of these. So using the copycat layer, I can create a nice step up using the coarse dirt and create these lines of coarse dirt paths. Now, what on earth am I going to be using these for? Let me show you. Let me grab my bucket, drop off everything into my backpack, and let's grab some corn. Oh my goodness, the entire lake is freezing over. That is not the best. I'm not going to lie, that kind of sucks. Anyway, let's not get distracted. Let's go ahead and create some crop fields. How big should they be? I reckon I should try and make them like 7 blocks. Obviously, that's not going to fit right here because I want to get the market stalls in. Now, obviously, this market stall is probably going to be here, and then this one is probably going to be about here. So that doesn't give a huge amount of space, but potentially here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. So we'll have to go one more back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 puts us right in the middle here. Chuck in a water bucket, and then we can create these squares like this. Now, it might not be perfect, but it's kind of keeping to the theme that we did over there, and that's my entire goal with this thing here. I want to make sure it matches. Now, I don't think we have to worry about the height of the land. I'm curious to see how this is going to look. So what do I mean by that? Well, let me grab another bucket of water just from here. Oh my days. Okay, it fixed itself. Good. And let's do the same thing. Let's go 3, 1, 2, 3, which puts us right here for the water. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3. And then once again, 1, 2. Oh, hold on. This might be a bit too much of an increase. Let's just delete this a little bit. Okay, no. Hold on. This spot's a little bit of a hard one to do. So instead of doing one there, I'm going to create a path out of the coarse dirt right here. Kind of like this. And then we can have this coarse dirt path reach up to that one over there. Exactly like this, right? And what I'm thinking, let's quickly just devalue this land. Not devalue. Let's lower this land a little bit. We can put one here. It should be easier to do it with this gradient of the land. I mean, honestly, they don't really have to be perfect, because I guess the further we get away from the main square, the less well kept these farms are going to be. So to have them like this, I guess, would be a little bit more realistic. Now, I don't want to put the corn there as well. We've already got a thing for corn. Why did this do this? What the heck? What is going on with that? Look at that. What the hell? Oh, I see why. Don't worry. Let me quickly create some dirt slabs. Because it's winter here now, the water freezes into ice. So I got to place a dirt slab there. There we go. Easy fix, mate. Make sure we do that here as well. Bang. And now I can grab some different seeds. Which one? Let's do black beans. Why not? And same thing, just planting them all in here. I ran out of seeds. Oh my days. I guess that's fine. We can fix that a bit later. But I honestly think that this is going to be a really cool way to build some extra farms around, while still keeping to the design that we've done everywhere else. I'm going to need to find another crop. I guess that's a good thing though, right? Let's go with elderberries. That sounds good to me. Get some elderberries up in here. I did not have many. Okay, I guess it doesn't look anywhere near as good as those ones in the middle. Maybe because, I mean, it's pretty pathetic looking. There is definitely a whole lot of work that needs to be done. Look, the main thing is that we're trying something, alright? We're trying something new. At least new for me. I've never built farms like this in my life. Why not just throw another one right here? Let's go with soybean. That's one we need to add in. There we go. We have 4 fields in there. Oh my days. It looks a little bit out of place right now, but I'm sure once we get some more crop fields in here, it's going to look a little bit better. I think it just is completely out of place right now. But I guess let me go ahead and find more sheep so I can finish up getting the market stalls in, and then add in more of these crop fields just kind of in the background over here. I think that's going to help make this entire area feel a whole lot better. So let's get onto that right now. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen already that I completely changed my plans. I just couldn't really see it working, the squares in the back. So I instead went with what I would usually do, or I guess, I mean, this is definitely different to what I've ever done in terms of how I've laid it out, but this is generally how I'll build my farms. But this time I've just tried to stick to the shape of the land as much as possible, using these stone walls to divide up every 2 layers, adding in some coarse dirt paths, and just have different sections of farms. I've also added in these lines of, for example, these apple trees here, which stretches all the way from the back down to here. So hopefully when they grow, that looks really cool. I have no idea if it will though. I've also got another line of, I think, nectarines coming up all the way through here. Now in this very back section here, I want to create a massive line of those trees because these trees are really nice. Unfortunately, that does mean I am going to have to start chopping these down because I don't have any saplings. I only got 4, so these trees here is literally all I've got, but thankfully they do drop quite a lot of saplings per tree. I've also had to get onto my next axe. As you can see, this is a brand new axe because the last one died. But just from harvesting those 4 trees, now we have 25 saplings, which is huge. So I can go ahead and replant these bad boys down just like that and use the 21 saplings to start the tree line at the very back. Now I made this 5 blocks wide at least because what I want to do is try and keep it consistent. So I'm going to have a 5 block gap between each with 2 blocks between the tree and the stone. So that means this next one should be here. Then we go another 5 blocks to the right and then 2 blocks away from the stone, just like that. I'm really hoping that's going to make this line of trees look really nice. I've seen a lot of farmland in real life that uses trees as a way to block wind and as like a nice perimeter. So that's my idea with this. I'm hoping it works. I hope it looks good. It's obviously only one way to find out. And because we are in winter, these don't actually grow until spring. But fortunately, there is only 2 days left until we reach spring. Now I also want to add another one in. Hold on, what did I do here? There's only a 4-block gap there. So I need to move everything over by one. Oh my days. All right, obviously we have this line in. I don't think it's going to be thick enough, so I was going to add a second line in the back. So this second line would be in the middle. So obviously this is 5 blocks. So I'd go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and around here. But this one would probably be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do it on the 5th block. So hopefully that gives us a nice look. And surprisingly, we still have 4 large saplings remaining. So that didn't use anywhere near as much as I thought it would. Now, because it is winter, a lot of these crops are growing extremely slowly. And I still don't have enough crops to do everything. Or at least fill all of the farms that I've made in. Except the corn. The corn's all good. So I am just waiting for these to all grow so I can harvest them. And slowly just fill the rest in. It shouldn't take too long. We should be able to get it done before day 100. Especially with spring right around the corner. But before day 100, I really want to have this expand all the way over to wrap around, at least behind the silos. Because then we've got this massive cave here, which I don't really know what to do with. It does mean I got to chop all these trees down. Fortunately though, with our brand new axe, this should not be a single problem at all. Now, because there isn't a huge amount of land elevation on this side, I'm probably going to end up just building it all custom. Because I really like the way the land elevation works on that side. If you look at the farm, you can see everything because it goes up the further out it is, which I really like. It also creates like a natural barrier, which I also really like. So I want to make sure that I do that around at least this entire side. I just want to create the coolest looking farm. And I really think we're going to be able to do that with this strategy that I'm doing now. There we go. That is most of the trees completely gone. Now, I do have a ton of grass. Look at all these grass blocks that I have. Way too much. I mean, it's probably not too much. It's probably a good amount. But that's good because I can quickly fix up this little section here and just make it a little bit nicer to deal with. And then, honestly, I can just start filling this in. The other thing I also need, I need more coarse dirt. I have completely run dry. Fortunately, there is a ton over in the mountains where I got the last bit. So I shouldn't have problems getting more. It's just having the time to do that. Because we are starting to get very close to day 100, which is obviously the deadline. I feel pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get most of this done, especially this perimeter, at least to the back of these silos. But the day 100 has definitely snuck up on me very quickly. I'm so excited to see what this place looks like in spring, because for a long time now we've been in either fall or winter. But I really think that this farm is going to look incredible in both spring and summer, which is now only 1 day away for the spring. So I am unbelievably excited to see what the farm looks like when that new season rolls around, because the difference is going to be incredible. Oh, come on, Mr. Creeper. There's no need for you to be here, buddy. Get out of here, mate. Alright, there is obviously quite a lot of placing blocks. I need to get that height over here to this height for where we've got the tree line. I'm really hoping it's going to look good building this land up, because if it doesn't, then I feel like this is such a waste of time. I mean, I'm not going to even have time to delete it afterwards. And it's hard for me to tell because the trees aren't even growing, so I can't even get like a sample of what it's going to look like on that side. I have to just go for it and hope that it all works. But honestly, if it doesn't, this could really break the entire thing. Alright, that is another layer added in. Goodness me, this is a lot more work than I was expecting it to be. We're already a day and a half into this. At least we're covering up this very dangerous cave. This is such a big, massive cave. And we're literally just building right over the top of it. It is bad because if I do fall here, then we could be in some trouble. And on day 90, that would really suck, I won't lie. But I'm fairly certain, looking at how this is looking now, I feel pretty confident that this is a good decision. That we're just filling this in, building up the land, because we're going to be able to see it a little bit better, especially from over there. Alrighty, that is that one done. Now technically, this should really be the last one that I have to do. It's not a massive increase in land height, but it is noticeable enough that it's going to be a huge difference. Like, I mean, look, it's only what, 1, 2, 3 blocks higher, at least here. It does dip down quite a bit over there. That's not a massive problem, I guess. Alrighty, let's just fill it all in now. It's good that I'm finally using all this grass because I have so much in my inventory. Way too much. Way too much. Look at this. Even though I've used that all, I've still got 1,000 in my backpack. And I'm pretty sure I have a ton within the base as well. Even though we haven't really done much major terraforming, this is all just that small little area in the middle. But ladies and gentlemen, we are almost through winter. We just have like probably 3 or 4 minutes left. And we're going to be able to see exactly what this looks like. I'm so unbelievably excited. I'm pretty sure it's an instant change. It goes instantly from winter to summer. And of course, it's raining just before, so there's going to be a bunch of snow. That's annoying. I really hope that the snow will melt away. I really don't want to be going around fixing it manually. That would be so painful. Oh my days, we got some zombies on us. It's so weird also being on this side, like this high up. For the entire 100 days, there's just been a bunch of trees here. You've not been able to see anything past it. Just a massive tree line. And I guess we are technically right now building a bigger version of that. But it's just so nice to see this open and I guess see the village or farm from this side. But obviously I need to wrap this around the entire thing because this section up here is going to be where we put in the tree line, which admittedly I can't actually even do until it grows. So we're going to be waiting a bit of time to do that, but that's fine, I guess. I just need to make sure I add in the 5 blocks behind it. But oh my goodness, it is nighttime. We can go ahead and get rid of winter. I am so excited to get rid of it, man. Especially with snow everywhere. I'm really hoping the snow just clears itself. And now the moment of truth. Okay, it is still technically winter. When you type in /season query, it tells you how many ticks until winter. So we got 7,000 ticks. I don't know. That's probably like 5 minutes or something like that. So we just have to wait a little bit more time, but hopefully we can get it perfect and spot on and we can see the change in front of our very own eyes. But yeah, I'm really hoping that the snow just takes care of itself, because if not, then that's going to be a very big problem. I mean, I'm almost sure in summer it would, but I'm not sure if it will in spring. And there we go, that's done. Beautiful. Thank goodness. Now there's still 4,000 ticks until spring is here, so I guess we gotta wait. I guess it doesn't look horrible during winter, with the snow everywhere at least. It does seem kind of nice and cozy, but I would be lying if I said that I would prefer this over spring or summer. I guess let's quickly see if any of these have grown. Oh my days, not a single one. It's gonna be good finally having things growing again so I can really try and get as close to having everything filled in as possible. Because I mean, I still have to fill in all of these here. I need to add roads, add little farms and trees and things like that. Oh, I should probably do this while we're here. Let's go ahead and harvest up some of these. Can I harvest these too? Yes, I can. At least these ones don't try and eat you. Or I guess prickle you when you walk through them. Now, of course, this road is going to... Oh, I've already built it up to there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, this will go up through here into there and then head up that way. But I should fill the rest of the space in here. I do need to turn them to seeds and then just place them in like that. Beautiful. Oh, it's about to go to summer or spring. I wonder if... Oh, look at that. Just look at the difference already. So much brighter, and thank goodness all of the snow is clearing, and same with the ice. Oh, that looks so much better, man. So bright and green, and this is what it should look like, man. Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see that. And I'm glad I kind of forgot that it was about to change. So I wasn't keeping an eye on how long. So I'm glad I was able to just barely get there in time. But there we go. That's this one expanded. I do need to expand this one as well. Thankfully, with the snow slowly clearing, this should become a little bit easier to manage. I need to make sure I leave 1 block gap, which is obviously going to be for the stone. But man, thankfully, now that we're in a decent season, things are going to start moving a little bit quicker now. Everything has been growing unbelievably slow. So it's definitely good that we're finally going to be getting some improvements in that department. It is definitely so much nicer seeing this farm in spring after being stuck in fall and winter for so long. I was a little bit nervous that, you know, this area just didn't look good, but I guess that was just because of the season. But I guess let me go ahead and get this entire area filled out in the exact same way that I filled out this side. Fingers crossed we'll start to see the trees growing and we can get a good idea for what it's going to look like when we're finally finished. And that actually took a whole lot less time than I thought it would. Maybe when I was doing the first section over there, I was kind of just making sure that I was trying to make something good. And once I knew what I was doing, it all went pretty quick. But I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. It looks really nice. Now the thing that's going to make it way better is having these large trees actually surround the entire thing. So very first thing I need to do is break a bunch of these. Make sure to replant them in their exact spot if I can get a sapling. And then of course wrap these around the entire thing. I think that's going to make one of the biggest difference. I just hope that my axe is going to last long enough to be able to get everything done here. Because I did have to make a brand new hoe. As you can see, this one's pretty much brand new. I didn't need much extra, but that just goes to show how many farms we've created. But my goodness, we do collect these saplings very fast, already almost a stack. And to think it all started with only 4. It's a good thing we're now in spring, because if we weren't, we would be absolutely screwed. But now we have well over an entire stack of these saplings. I mean, and a whole bunch of these large logs, which I don't think we're going to even use. But that's fine because we just need the saplings. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to have the same design on this side. So 2 blocks, and then we're going to have a 5 block gap like that. We're just going to do this around the entire thing because I really liked how it looked over there. I think it looked perfect. Although this one, I'm going to have to place 1 block to the side because of this road. That's perfectly fine. No one's going to notice a 1 block difference, I think. And at this point, it's going to get a little bit tricky. And perfect lining up. Oh my days. That could not have been any more perfect. And we didn't even need anywhere near that amount of saplings. We still have an entire stack. Now I do have to place these extra ones in, which was in the middle of 2 at the very back. That's how I did these ones. Nice and easy to remember. And there we go, 48 saplings to spare. So if there's any spaces that look too bare, we can go ahead and add more trees in. But once they grow, that's going to give us a very nice barrier around the entire farm. Now, I didn't actually plant any crops, so maybe that's another reason why we were able to do that so quickly. I was coming through and trying to plant a bunch of these. In fact, let me use my hoe because that breaks these very quickly. Nice and easy, mate. So I do need to try and fill the rest of these farms in. Considering we don't have much time left, I don't really know if we're going to be able to do the other farms. Oh, this one's already filled in. Look at that. Beautiful. What about this one? Okay, we're missing a couple. So I honestly don't know if we're going to be able to get all of them done. I'm going to do my best, of course. But there's definitely a good chance that we have some farms remain empty. Well, maybe not empty, but not completely filled in. But this is the last farm over on this side that needs to be filled in. And we have a bit over a stack. So we should be able to get a good portion of this one done. And does this one grow well? Okay, broccoli grows at 100% speed in spring, so it's the perfect season for this crop, so we should be able to get it all filled in before the end of day 100. But this is a very big farm, this one here. I probably should have separated this into 2. Oh, I didn't fix this, hold on. I do have some coarse dirt remaining, so we'll just fill the rest of this in. And beautiful, apart from that top corner, we have all of these farms now fully filled in. So now I have the job of figuring out what we're going to be putting in those other farms that have nothing in it right now. And fortunately, I've got every single crop right in this chest that already has a farm, which I guess we can go ahead and chuck these in now too. So my plan is to go through this chest here and check to see which crops still have something missing. So for example, these strawberry seeds, but I think they're different. We've already got strawberry, but it's a different type of strawberry. We're using the Let's Do Farm and Charm one, so we can plant these ones. We already have the hop seeds. We don't have radish apparently, so we'll plant radish. We already have black beans, cabbage. Do we have cabbage? I'm pretty sure we did. No, we must not. We don't have cabbage. Okay. We have oats. We have tomatillo. Beetroot. We don't have beetroot. Okay, beautiful. See, this is a very good and easy way to find out which ones we already have. Artichoke, another one we can add in. And kale. Okay. And apparently blackberry. There was no way I would have been able to figure all this out without doing this thing here. This definitely makes it a whole lot easier to figure this out and see which ones we already have. Okay, we don't have the Tomatoes Delight farmer seeds. We already do have the regular ones though. We don't have white grape seeds or red ones. These might be bushes though. Apparently we don't have spinach or mustard seeds. Alrighty, I think that's everything. Wait, do we have tea blossom? We mustn't have tea either. Okay, beautiful. So now I know exactly what crops I can use. So let's go ahead and make sure that we plant everything, probably primarily focusing on what seeds we have the most of to start with, just to make it a little bit easier on us and give us the best shot at making sure everything gets done. It looks like some of the trees are already growing. That's amazing. All right, I guess we'll start at the very front, planting in this tea. We have a ton of these tea blossoms, so this will be no problem at all. Alrighty, tea is done. Let's do the beetroot over here, I think, or should we do it somewhere else? Hold on, let me deal with this guy real quick. Come on, mate. Easy peasy, mate. Alright, I'm thinking we put the beetroot right here. This should fill all the way in, or at least most of it. Okay, maybe not. That's fine. We got the blackberry. Let's go ahead and place these ones in here. Beautiful white grape seeds. Okay, yeah, that plant's exactly how I thought it would. And it destroyed my water. So I got to run down to the lake, grab a swig in the bucket, and fix that up right there. Beauty. So we can't use grape seeds. I guess we'll use cabbage instead. And we'll do that in this one here. Beautiful. All right, next we have mustard. Now, this one's small, so I'm not going to put that there. I'm going to put mustard in this one because we have 26 of the mustard seeds. Doesn't make a huge dent, but I guess it's definitely the best that I can ask for. How many more have we got? Okay, we got this one over here. Let's do kale. Then we've got this one. We'll do artichoke. Oh, no, we'll do radish. We'll do radish here. And I know I've got more artichoke, but I kind of want to do raspberries. So let's put these over here in the tiny one since we only have 6. But that is now officially every single plot or cropland or area with a crop designated to it. So we just got to wait for them to grow. But the trees are growing very nicely at the back. They're really filling in that little area there. Makes me feel a lot better considering how many trees we've chopped down. But now we can go ahead and place the rest of the seeds in here and be very happy that we have almost every single crop. Now, another thing happened, the pumpkins are now growing because we're back in season. So I can come all the way over here, harvest up the pumpkins that have grown, and continue to fill in these spaces which I haven't finished just yet. We get another 32 seeds, which is massive. Be able to plant all these bad boys in, and these are going to grow very quickly. Fingers crossed. Still not fully filled in, but it will be there. Man, this place is looking so good. I can't believe how good it looks, man. Oh my days. Now let's quickly grab some iron. I think I was smelting some. Yes. I'm going to make 2 pairs of shears and we're going to head over into the mountains because I need to collect all of this short grass, or at least as much as I can get my little hands on. I was going to use both pairs of shears, but I'm getting a lot more grass than I was expecting I would get. I don't think I really need to use the other ones, so I'm going to leave them for now. If I do need to grab more, I will, but we've almost got 4 stacks of this stuff, so we should be fine. Look at that. Beautiful. 3.5 stacks. That's close enough. I really can't believe how good this looks, man. Look at that. Oh my days. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Now, with this grass, I want to go through beside all of the roads and make sure I just plant this in, because that was the purpose of having the little grass strip between there. But I just never really had enough grass to be able to do it. And I didn't really want to waste time trying to grab grass just to plant it in, just in case I ran out of time at the end of this 100 days. But thankfully, we do have enough time to really spice things up and add those little final details that really bring a world together. Now, especially over here in this area, there are tons of sections where I need to add this grass in between all of these farms, and it's going to make a massive difference, I think, especially between these trees. And man, I'm so happy with how this thing has come together, honestly. I might even say that this could potentially be one of my best 100-day creations. I don't think I've ever done a 100-day challenge and have it turn out this good. Though I would love to hear your opinion. If you've seen more than one of my 100-day videos or even all of them, please let me know which one is your favorite. Please let me know if this one's your favorite as well, because I think this is definitely my favorite. And I was definitely very wrong about having enough grass. You can see we've already burnt through almost the entire 3.5 stacks. But we still have an entire pair of shears ready to go. All we need to do is go back and grab as much as we can. Once again, I'm just going to use this entire pair of shears. I honestly didn't think I was going to get through all of that grass, so I'm very surprised. And there we go. We got, once again, just over 3.5 stacks. So let's head back and get the rest of this grass placed in. Oh, of course, there's a witch. Come on, why would there not be? Easy, 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 mate. Oh my days. I still need to fill in this berry farm. I guess we could do that right now. They're so awkward to harvest. You can't get too close or they just start pricking you, which is very annoying. Guess let's do another one real quick. Just one more line. That should be sweet. And there we go. Beautiful. Man, I really need these crops to start growing a bit quicker. Right, I think that's everything up to here done. So now I just got to do whatever's left over here. And I think that's it. Oh my days. Alrighty. So now I do need to try and make sure I go through all the farms to see if anything is grown. It doesn't really look like it. Doesn't look like a single thing has grown yet, which is very unfortunate. But I guess that is kind of what I get for waiting so long to do this part. Hey buddy, see ya buddy. But considering we still have time left, I think I'm going to quickly detail this thing. Pretty sure I can get some bundles of this stuff. I already have some, even better. But I will make more. And I can throw some of these bundles in here to make it look like, you know, they're selling this stuff. Nice. Very, very nice. Maybe I can throw some in here too. Like it's such a busy market that it's even flooded over here. People just have to place the things wherever they can. Oh, not in the middle of the road. Come on, Jozzy boy. What else have we got? We've got some detail blocks I can throw in there. Maybe some oak lattice, an apple press. Okay. Stackable logs, a table. We got quite a few things in here, man. Oh my goodness. Let's use all of this stuff. So we can go something like this. I can throw stairs or something underneath. Or maybe even like that. Hell yeah, dude. Chuck these in. For this one, there can be a table with some logs in front. We got some stackable logs. Maybe chuck these up here. Beautiful. Maybe get some more lattices in there. Wine rack on the floor. We got another big dark cherry table. Okay. Put this one right here. Then a grapevine pot. Sure, man. Oh, we got the apple press as well. I can throw this one right here. Sure. Okay. Now I wonder, do I still have stone? I think I should. Yes, I do. I can craft up a bunch of stone buttons. Make it look like there's some stones on the floor. Oh man, absolutely gorgeous. Maybe a couple fences. I also got this copper backpack from killing a zombie. I'll place that in there. Oh, we got the big barrel as well. Okay. I mean, can I just put that there maybe? That's just out of place, isn't it? I just broke it and it didn't give it to me back. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess we lost the big barrel. Why not create just a boat for the little dock over here? Since there's not really anything in here. That makes sense. Alright, now I think it's time for us to figure out what kinds of food we can make. Our inventory is completely cooked, so let me try and empty it a little bit. Now, I'm pretty sure I can craft up like a pan of some sort. Yes, a frying pan. This is going to help us make some stuff. What do I grab? Should I just grab a bit of everything? I really don't know what I can make. Okay, let's try that. Okay, there's no food I can make at all. I guess let's see if there's anything I can find that maybe I can craft up. I don't know, there's just so much stuff, so I don't even know what to look for. I don't even have cucumber. There's quite a few things I don't have. I mean, I could make this leafy salad, I think. Oh no, I don't have lettuce, do I? I've got cabbage. Man, can I really not create anything? That's crazy. What can I do with the frying pan? Let's see. Guess I could make a hamburger. Do I have raw beef? I have mutton. Raw mutton. Maybe I can use that. I just need to grab some wheat. Bam. So let's make bread. Okay, it seems like the only meat you can use is beef. That's my preferred food, so I haven't got any of that. But I am definitely going to go and get some. I want a bloody burger, mate. Come on, man. Where's the beef? I need the beef. There's nothing but sheep, chicken, and pigs. That is not surprising at all, to be honest. Man, what's a guy got to do to get a hamburger? Come on. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my days. I see you, Big Mac. Come here, mate. You're mine. Boom. Oh yeah, I'm going to turn you into a juicy Big Mac, mate. Hell yeah. Look at me. I'm starving. I'm starving for that burger. Alrighty, let's cook up some burgers. There's this, and that. Hamburger. Hell yeah. Alright, let me eat that. Oh, mate. That is amazing. Tastes absolutely wonderful. I'm going to grab some more. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I think there was another recipe I could do using cabbage. Yes, this. And I think I have everything. A cabbage roll. Huh. Okay. So I need rice. I've got that. I need onion. I need cabbage. And I need beef. That's it. Oh, I need salt. I need salt as well. Yes. And that crafts 2. Look at that. 7 food bars and 20 saturation. Dude, that is insane. Oh my days. That is delicious. Hell yeah. Absolutely fully stuffed. Goddamn right, man. So technically, if I just go through this and I just find something that I want to make, like a taco, I'm sure I could get all this stuff. Yeah, I could. So instead of just trying to throw everything in my inventory and seeing what I can craft, I think the best way is to look for what food I want to make and then get the stuff myself. Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, the cabbage roll is bloody good and I love that. So I'm going to pretty much spend the rest of the 2 days we have farming up these crops slowly. I'm going to probably try and farm everything and put them into a composter to get bone meal, so I can try and bone meal some of it up to see if we can get as close as possible. But I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get it all done. I'm going to try. But all the trees at the back are pretty much grown now. I think that looks fantastic. And that is amazing. Holy camole. Alrighty guys, I'll see you at the end for the tour. And here we are on the very final night. So we'll sleep the night away and finally be on day 100. So what did we get done? Well, obviously this is our very first house. I think this looks fantastic. I love it. We have this middle section which looks fantastic. I really like how this turned out. With all of the crops, I think it just looks so good. We have this beautiful dock right outside of our house with a market right behind it. We have creepers walking around because, I mean, they love the scenery. They would like that relaxing day, you know what I'm saying? But over at the very back, we have the sugarcane farm, which is absolutely beautiful. And right behind it, we have the pumpkin farm, which is still growing, slowly but surely. We have the very first flower farm that we created, which I think looks fantastic. And we have another creeper enjoying the scenery. So we'll just quickly get rid of him. Now we have this warehouse right next to the large build that we made, which I think looks beautiful. There is no interior, but just pretend you didn't see that, okay? But we have the two beautiful silos right next to that build with another warehouse, which I really like the interior of. I think this looks beautiful. We can't forget about our two berry farms, the grapes and the sweet berries. And then moving to the back where I'd call this the countryside, we've got all of these large crop fields, beautiful rows of fruit trees, and of course the massive wall of trees separating the farm from everything else. Not all of these trees have fully grown yet. We still, for example, have a hole there, but that will get filled eventually. And obviously not all of the crops did get filled in these farms. We ran out of time, but I mean, it's okay. We did our best, alright? We have beautiful farms of flowers as well as just every single crop that we were able to get our hands on. And honestly, I'm so happy with how this turned out. I think it's gorgeous. I especially like this farm here with the flowers. I think the orange and white just work very well together. All in all, this is definitely one of my favorite 100 days. But if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. You're an absolute legend. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to check out the video on the screen right now where I spent 100 days on a river. I think this one was fantastic as well, and I'm sure you'll love it too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you being here all the way to the end. And until next time, peace out.